Hello everybody. Welcome in. 1 minute 35 to go. That's not bad. I've beaten the timer. That's good. And I've also added a little frog image because this is probably the worst stream starting screen I've ever seen. I thought I'd give it a bit of a flourish and I'll give you a frog in medieval armor. That's not AI. That was the first image that came up. It might be AI, but it wasn't my AI creation. Welcome in, Spud. Bim's mum. Welcome in. Welcome in. We finished Morrowind yesterday. And we are back to our scheduled service, the Saturdays and Sundays at 9 PM on the 18th of October, 2025. And my word, have I had a day. I'm very much looking forward to reading this book to you today. I will respect the timer. I will come on camera when the timer permits. There is a prediction going as well. What mug is Bim drinking out of? I have several. I have my favourites. We all have our favourite mugs. But what am I drinking out of today? A lot of people think it's not the Sports Direct mug. Sorry. One person thinks it is. One person thinks it's not, but has put a lot of bits, I wish, channel points on it saying no. Eno! Welcome in. Welcome into your first non-Morrowind stream. I hope you're well. I liked what you did last night. You put my character in your PC. The community is fragmented on the issue. Welcome in. How are we? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the Saturday stream. Saturday, the 18th of October, 2025. Already. How are we all? We have not done a book stream in quite a while. It's been 20 sessions of Morrowind. That is 2.5 months of regular streaming, I think. But we did a bunch of bonus streams this week. Those were some pretty sweet screenies. Exactly. Still no update with the PC. I mean, I know it's the weekend. We did dance today, and we also went to swimming. That was cool. Baby Abim started crawling 2 or 3 days ago, and then there was one moment that we've not been able to do. This is our 3rd swimming lesson, and she's not been able to do this before. But today, when the floaty mat came out, the other kids do it, and now Baby Bim was able to do it. But crawl from one end of the floaty mat to me, that was quite a nice moment. That was quite cool. That was really sweet. Abyss! Welcome in, mate. Good use of the channel points. I stripped, or I had the first redeem there, but I stripped all of my channel points. I might bring them back. I had one, famously. It was Nordic Hydrate. You know how you can hydrate a streamer and then I'll go, oh, thank you very much for the hydrate, and let's all just drink some water. It was Nordic Hydrate, and what I did was I used to pour whatever I was drinking, beer, passion fruit juice, into this horn of I think it was a yak, actual horn. My brother bought it for me. And I drink it, Viking drinking horn. Amazing. I might bring that back. It was a bit disruptive. You remember that? It was a bit disruptive to the gameplay because I'd always pause the game, come out of it, do the drinking horn for 10 seconds, go back into the game would crash. Hello, Bim Spud. You know Bim's mum? What mug? Oh, have I taken a sip yet? I can't remember if I've taken a sip. I may have revealed the answer. Let me give you a spin whistle to calm everybody down. Very good. I hope we're well though. We will start playing the Forest of Doom soon. Another book stream. I love the book streams. And I can't wait to do this again. But yeah, no update with the PC yet. Hopefully it'll be dispatched and delivered this week in time for next weekend's stream in 7 days' time. Vinzbeck! How are you? How are you, young man? Look at you coming in here in my chat, saying hello. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. 2,590 points say not Sports Direct. 10 points say Sports Direct. I love how that's become a... that's become a... Eno! That's the first time anyone has redeemed a stream streak. Thank you very much. I know you've been here for longer than that, but that's the first time someone's redeemed it. Oh my goodness. That's quite exciting. Bim's mum. Hello, mum. How are you? Mum, I've got a confession to make, and I don't know how to address this, so I'm just going to come out with it. A couple of streams ago, we were talking about gooning. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was looking at images of beautiful ladies. I didn't know it was what you must have read up. Because I was like, you said that you Googled it. And I was like, oh no, that's bad. But I'll Google it just to see what comes up. And I didn't think it was that. I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Deary me. Look, I am doing business. Very good. I only meant to put 12.90 on the not Sports Direct mug, but it registered twice. That's so funny. That's so funny. You know, gambling, it might pay off. You might win that 10 points on the on the Sports Direct mug. Couple more seconds, about a minute left. If you want to get involved, what am I drinking out of? And then we can properly start the stream. That's what I'm waiting for. I've got nothing else to say. It's Saturday. Bim's mum. I know. Apologies accepted. I know. It's because what were we talking about? I can't remember. We were talking about beer making, obviously. And I was talking about the first time I brewed beer back in England. It was in a bag, like a goon bag. And and no bottling, no priming, no kegging, no second fermenter, nothing like that. Put it in a bag, put water in it, put a yeast in it, put it in a cupboard, and then it's got a tap on it, and you just pour it into your glass. Gooning is not drinking boxed wine. No, exactly. But Spud said the brand could be called something like Bim's Gooning, and I said that I really like gooning, and Mum was here, and she said she Googled it, and we've all learnt from that. You've all learnt a valuable lesson there. Very good. So, what, ladies and gentlemen, let me get my page ready. What am I drinking out of, everybody? Sports Direct. Unlucky Abyss. Congratulations, Spud. Always the Sports Direct mug. Other mugs are available, but I often drink out of the Sports Direct. It's become what am I talking about? It's become a character of this stream. The mutton is going to resume the normal service soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to see her little face again. Should we see her little face again? Where is she? I think she's this button.
Hi, my name's Mutton, and you're watching BIM94.
That's her face. Oh, and I'm hoping that we don't need the PNG this stream. Let me get chat right behind me like that. That's probably good. Is it? Hang on. It's difficult to tell with these book streams. Let's just figure it out as we go. I met her once a long time ago. Big win for Spud. 260 to 1. Yeah, 2.6k got a Spud boy. And Eno, well done. Well done, lads. Keep up the grind. When did the meaning of gooning change? Google it. I'm not talking about this anymore. That doesn't look like an Argonian. Do you know these, Eno? Who's not been here for a book stream? Because we're gonna. We've done a couple. We've not done Bloodbones. I've done that myself. Warlock of Firetop Mountain, the Citadel of Chaos, Death Trap Dungeon. Do you remember these? From like the 1980s onwards? Oh, hang on. I've still got my filter on. I've still got my Morrowind filter on. The color correction. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the color correction to brighten up Morrowind. Okay, now we're cooking on gas. These were written, or this one at least, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, Book 1, was written in the 1980s by Sir Ian Livingstone and for Steve Jackson, the creators of Games Workshop, the first writers of White Dwarf. I always known he was drinking cheap wine from a silver bag. Anyway, we've done these 3. We aim to do them all in order, and although we've actually already gone out of order by doing Book 6, where we're doing 1, 2, 6, and 3. The Forest of Doom. Only the foolhardy would risk an encounter with the unknown perils that lurk in the murky depths of Darkwood Forest. Yet, there is no alternative, for your quest is a desperate race against time to find the missing pieces of the legendary Hammer of Stonebridge, fashioned by dwarves to protect the villagers of Stonebridge against their ancient doom. By Ian Livingstone. I had to download this today, and it was 300 megabytes. Shall we play? So you are the hero in this story. I will be polling every choice, and if we die, we go to the start. Dwarves versus dwarves. Apparently that was Tolkien. Apparently pre-Tolkien, it was dwarves with an F. But Tolkien, who also wrote the dictionary, was the first one that said dwarves with a V. I think that's his doing. 300 megabytes, damn, exactly. With a bag from Box 1. Aluminum for the American. The Forest of Doom is a fighting fantasy gamebook, an interactive adventure in which you, chat, are the hero. You can only win by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, avoiding traps, and surviving combat. You will need to be as wise as an owl and as cunning as a weasel. Hey! Hello, Cactus, welcome in. And surviving combat. You will need to be as wise as an owl and as cunning as a weasel to triumph over the challenges ahead of you. Before embarking on your adventure, you must determine your own strengths and weaknesses with a series of dice rolls. You've been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay to improve your skill and exercising vigorously to build up your stamina. Before making your rolls, you must choose from one of 3 difficulty settings. This gamebook, so what we're doing, we're choosing the difficulty that is exactly how Livingstone designed it. Very little has been changed from the printed version. Your starting skill. Buffering happening already. Really? Can I have that confirmed? Show the boy. Oh, is it? Let me turn chat off. Should I turn chat off? Let's see how this goes. Let's see how chat off goes. Hang on, which one was it? If you've beaten, hang on. Which one is it? Adventurer, hardcore. Adventurer. Unlimited bookmarks. Your starting skill is calculated by rolling 1d6 plus 6. And we can have bookmarks. Adventurer. You have chosen the Adventurer difficulty mode. Before continuing, you must calculate your initial stamina. Your stamina score reflects your general constitution, your will to survive, your determination, and overall fitness. The higher your stamina score, the longer you will be able to survive. Facecam stuttering? For God's sake. How about that and chat? Is that better? You let me know. Catnip, welcome in. When the PC arrives, all of this will be behind us. You must roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number rolled. This is then entered in the stamina box on your adventure sheet. Stamina will go up and down during your journey, but if your stamina falls to 0, you die, and your adventure is over. Thank you very much for the 20 bits there, Cat. Yeah, everybody lower your expectations. This is a low expectation stream. Roll your starting stamina. Double sixes, oh, that's not bad. Your roll of 10 plus a base of 12 means your stamina is 22. Next, determine your skill. Your skill reflects your swordsmanship and general fighting expertise. The higher the better. Your starting skill is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6 to the number. This is then entered in the skill box on your adventure sheet. Your adventure sheet can be accessed at any time using the menu at the bottom of your screen. Apart from now. 5. Very good. Your skill is 11. When I get the PC and then there's no technical issues, I'm going to lose followers, aren't I? Luck. Your luck indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy kingdom you are about to explore. Your starting luck is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6 to the number. This is then entered in the luck box on your adventure sheet. Roll your starting luck. 1. No. 2. What you can do once per roll, you can click on the screen, and that effectively is you punching the table, I imagine it, and if you look like you're rolling an unlucky number, you can bounce it and it'll potentially be better. It might be worse, but it is not cheating. If it is a feature in the game, it is not cheating. But even though we were going to roll a 1, we instead roll a 2. Plus the base of 6 means your luck is 8. That is low, but our other stats are quite high. Next, you must choose a potion to take with you. This is going to be our first poll of the stream. This is going to be a poll-heavy stream because, chat, you are going to be the ones playing the game. You are the ones making the decisions. Everybody put your what-dos in chat. Skill, strength, or fortune. Everybody, you have 1 minute to decide. In addition to your other starting equipment, you may take 1 bottle of a magical potion which will aid you on your quest. Each potion contains enough for 1 measure, so use it wisely. The potion of skill and strength will fully restore your skill or stamina points, respectively. The potion of fortune will add 1 to your initial luck before fully restoring it. Which potion will you take on your quest? So skill is how capable we are in combat and when we get faced with adversity. Strength is our health. Fortune is luck. Once our strength goes to 0, I think. Is that right? Have I got that wrong? I might have got that wrong. Anyway, which potion are we going to take? Chat. On our adventure in the Forest of Doom. Fortune! Hang on. Oh, good. Also, thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. That's what's going on tonight. That's the second time tonight, and the second time ever someone has redeemed a stream streak. I'm not trying to be capable on a Saturday morning. That is the type of energy I want in this stream. Lower your expectations. This is not high energy. We are not doing things. You're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Let's go on an adventure in the Forest of Doom. Velvet Milfman, thank you very much for your 3 stream streak. Goodness, everybody. So, also, if you 50-50 a poll, there will be consequences. But for now, 50% of Twitch have chosen the Potion of Fortune. The 50% majority. I just enjoy hanging out with you. This is awkward. The Potion of Fortune. Next, you must prepare your adventurer's equipment. You begin your adventure with a sword, leather armor, and a backpack containing provisions, food and drink to sustain you during the journey ahead. Rationing your provisions is key to a successful adventure. They may be consumed at any time, excluding combat, by accessing the adventure sheet. Each meal restores 4 stamina. Be sure to pay close attention to your stamina and restore it regularly. Your difficulty setting determines how many provisions you begin with. Adventurers and free readers start with 10, while hardcore heroes begin with 3. During your quest, you may encounter characters and items that alter your 3 scores: stamina, skill, and luck. Usually, these scores may only ever be restored to their initial amount. On very rare occasions, a particular page may grant an effect that defies this rule. Aside from these occasions, some magic items may also allow you to exceed your initial scores. You're going to a funeral. Oh, whose mum? That's sad. I put my stream on to check my 4th monitor is still. No, I refuse to believe anyone has 4 monitors, and if Ash is in here telling me that she's got 7, get out of here. Vex! Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Hope you're well, you cheeky little sausage. Once you have readied your equipment, you may begin. May the luck of the gods go with you on the adventure ahead. Stamina. You have 4 at work? I call bullshit. Let's continue. This isn't even page 1. You are on an adventure. A sword for hire. Oh, by the way, we can also change the music. Tell me, how is the audio level? Is the music too loud? Is the music suitable? What's our adventure sheet? Here we are. This is Twitch chat. That's you. We've got 30 gold. Very good. Very good. My girlfriend tells me I'm a cheeky average size sausage. Thanks. And have been roaming. You are an adventurer, a sword for hire, and have been roaming the northern borderlands of your kingdom. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite the long walks and rough outdoor life, you are content with your unknown destiny. The world holds no fears for you, as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil people and beasts with your trusty sword. Not once during the last 10 days since entering the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. This does not worry you at all, as you are happy with your own company and enjoy the slow, sunny days hunting, eating, and sleeping. It is evening, and having feasted on a dinner of rabbit spit roasted on an open fire, you settle down to sleep beneath your sheepskin blanket. There's a full moon, and the light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword, skewered into the ground by your side. Don't do that. You gaze at it, wondering when you will next have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. These are strange lands, inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts, goblins, trolls, and even dragons. As the flame of your camp fire gently dies, you begin to drift asleep, and images of screaming, green-faced trolls flicker through your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear a loud crack of a twig breaking under a clumsy foot. You leap up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand, motionless but alert, ready to pounce on your unseen adversary. Then you hear a groan, followed by the dull thud of a body falling to the ground. Is it a trap? Slowly, you walk over to the bush where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down to see a little old man with a great big bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head. Why'd you say that? And notice 2 crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his plump, chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers into life. After covering him with a sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He coughs and moans. He sits up, rigid, eyes staring fixedly ahead, and starts to shout. I'll get them! I'll get them! Don't you fear! Gillibrand, Big Leg, of course, is coming to bring you the hammer. Oh yes, indeed I am. Oh yes. The dwarf, whose name you presume to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from the poison-tipped bolts lodged in his stomach. You watch as he slumps down again to the ground, then whisper his name into his ear. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you as he again starts to shout, "Ambush! Look out! Ambush! Ah, the hammer! Take the hammer to Gillibrand! Save the dwarves!" His eyes half close and the pain seems to ease a little as the delirium subsides. He speaks to you again in a low whisper. "Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite our people against the trolls. We were on our way to Darkwood in search of the hammer, ambushed by the little people. Others killed. The map in my pouch will take you home. To the home of Yaztromo. We've met him before, haven't we? Where have we met Yaztromo before? Was that in the Death Trap dungeon? No, we went to Yaztromo. We've been to Yaztromo before. The master mage of these parts. He has great magics for sale to protect you against the creatures of Darkwood. Take my gold. I beg you, find a hammer and take it to Gillibrand, my lord of Stonebridge. You will be well rewarded." I've gone through like 4 different voices already for this fella. Bigleg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out except his last dying breath. You sit down and ponder Bigleg's words. Who is Gillibrand? Who is Yaztromo? What is all the fuss about the dwarfish hammer? You reach over to the still body of Bigleg and remove the pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside, you find 30 gold pieces and a map. Is this an extra 30 or is this is the 30? A map. Jingling the coins in your hand, you think of the possible rewards which may await you just for returning the hammer to a village of dwarves. You decide to try and find the hammer in Darkwood Forest. It's been a few weeks since your last good battle, and what is more, you are likely to be well paid for this one. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Bigleg. In the morning, you bury the old dwarf and gather up your possessions. You examine the map, look up to the sun, and find your bearings. Whistling merrily, you head off south. Okay, so we start at the top of the map. What's that? You head off south at a good pace, eager to meet this man Yaztromo and see what he has to offer. Now turn over. Okay, that was the intro. We are now on page 1. See up there where my cursor is. Oh no, okay, no, it's at the bottom of the map. No, that's not the map I wanted. Can I not see the map? I can't see the map again. Okay, fair enough. Can you whistle, Bim? There's your spin whistle, mum. Your walk to Yaztromo's takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edges of Darkwood, some 50 meters from the path you've been following, it is difficult to find. You finally walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist, and that Bigleg has not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and a gong hang from the stone archway. A proper... can I whistle? I can't whistle like you. Mum can put the fingers in her mouth and whistle like a deafeningly. Can I whistle? Yes. A large brass bell and gong hang from a stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine, and you realise that the loud bong invades a deep silence, which you had not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. Your character got up and whistled. I just wondered if you can. Oh, I see. Well, he whistled merrily, didn't he? I wasn't in character enough, was I? You wait anxiously at the door and hear slow footsteps descending the stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open, and 2 eyes appear and examine you. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you are an adventurer in search of the Master Mage Yazdrimo, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest. Oh, well in that case, if you are interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come in. I am Yazdrimo. Then he turns and slowly climbs the stone stairs. Will you... Now this is a silly one. Everybody, just think before you vote. Everyone put your what do's in chat. Follow or draw sword? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. You can do it on mobile, you can do it on desktop. Let's have a chat. So what we do, for clarity, if we die, we will be starting again. And if we die, we'll be choosing the options we haven't chosen before until we find an optimum path. And then I may bookmark it, and that will be the point where we return to. So whatever you choose now, if we die, we will be choosing the other option. Now, I don't know who is going to be drawing their swords. Of course, someone's voted for that already. I forget which book we've met Yazdrimo in, but we have met Yazdrimo before. Get some Yazdrimo merch, yeah, discount code. I'll get a Yazdrimo hoodie. Very good. 67% of the whole of Twitch say follow him up the stairs. Turn to 261. You follow the huffing and puffing old man in his tattered robes up the spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, armour and all manner of strange artefacts. Yazdrimo shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in an old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles. Placing these on his nose, he picks up a piece of slate and chalk from a table next to his chair and begins to write, frantically. He then hands you the slate. Okay, is there an extra... Okay, okay. Right, there's too many options here to poll. So, potion of healing. How much gold do we have? We do have 30. Ring of light, holy water, boots of leaping, rope of climbing, net of entanglement, armband of strength, gloves of missile dexterity, rod of water finding, garlic buds, headband of concentration, fire capsules, nose filters. He tells you that all the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that unfortunately, the magic in the items only works once, but they are the best you can find for the money. I'm trying to think if there's any clues we can get in this. Yazdrimo then asks you the reason for the purchase of your items, and you tell him your story and your decision to continue the quest of the luckless big leg. We'll get back to them. I just hope I don't forget, because it looks optional to get those potions. Ah yes, Yazdrimo sighs slowly, rubbing his chin. I heard that the good dwarves of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, their king is unable to arouse his people, despite the fact that the hill trolls threaten his village. Rumour has it that an envious king of another village of dwarves sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which it managed to do. But as it flew over Darkwood, it was attacked by the Death Hawks and the hammer dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently, 2 forest goblins found the hammer but could not decide who it was to keep it. They wrestled for hours but gave up. Then they discovered that the handle unscrewed from their head and the argument was settled. One kept the head, the other kept the handle. Then they parted, each happy with his new treasure. Who knows if they still have them? So I'm afraid your problems are doubled. I can tell you that the head is made of bronze and the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy. Good luck. You thank Yazdrimo and leave the room by the spiral staircase. Okay. So I'm thinking, what do we have? We have the Potion of Fortune, which is the... I must be missing the Warhammer too. I have time arousing my people also. You cheeky goblins. I said goblins because I read goblins. Behind my head, you can't see it. A rough time. Oh, Vex, what would we do without you? I hope you're well. You missed the entire Morrowind playthrough. Potion of healing, plant control, insect control. I imagine anti-poison. I'm going to get anti-poison. I saw dribs and drabs. I want insect control, holy water, potion of healing. No, because I don't intend to get hit. Leaping, that might unlock new areas to us. Climbing, strength. Water finding, I reckon there'll be a little bit of survival. I bet nose filters. I bet we're going to go through a smelly swamp. This is a kid's book, right? So I reckon we're going to go through a smelly swamp, and if we don't have the nose filters, we're going to get killed. Garlic buds, they might be vampires. How much gold do I have left? 11. I got 11 gold left. Fire capsules. Let's do Ring of Light. Let's do the Potion of Healing. I can't remember what I've got now. Insect control. Plant control. Let's get plant control if we have enough gold. I've got 3 gold left. And I'm tempted to keep it just in case. I'm waiting for your next Skyrim playthrough now they've officially released a Dagoth follower mod. Let's do Headband of Concentration and leave by the spiral staircase. Outside, in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Yasmo's tower in the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides, you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly, and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom. Eventually, the path forks on either side of a huge old tree. Twitch chat. What do? We can go west or we can go east. You have 1 minute to decide. We're choosing now so that we know whether this is wrong later, because we're likely going to die and fail and what do exactly, and have to repeat this part, but we're going to know which way to go. Next time we're going to know which way to go, because the answer here, everybody is saying west. 3 people, 100% of Twitch, I like to say, says west. I can't wait for the PC to arrive so I can read a book and be on camera. I didn't expect it to be so abusive to my laptop. You want to be on camera and read a book? Nonsense. Too much graphics. 4 people, 100% of Twitch say go west. The narrow, overgrown path continues to weave its way through the crowded forest. Strange animal cries echo through the trees. It's not long before you arrive at another junction in the path. Twitch chat? You've got 1 minute to decide what to do. This is going to be a poll-heavy stream. This one, it says westwards or north. You got 1 minute to decide. Let's go. Denied. Exactly. Can I try the camera again? Tell me. Now, I might be foolish to keep trying, but can you just let me know? How is the stream when the camera is on? Because I'd very much like to be on camera. Camera has a rough time rendering your hairline. Oh, you're right. When I have it cut really short, it's very obvious that there is a hairline. You cheeky sausage. Hey, I'm a parent. This is the first child. This is the second child, alright? Looking good. Thank you, Mum. Oh no, she probably means the stream, don't you? You're talking about the stream, not me. Excellent. Well, if the stream's going well, fantastic. I don't like my head being cut off though. Let me try and turn the camera up. How's that? Is that a bit better? Marvellous. I have a horrific hairline, so I get it. I just went straight bald last week. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Chat's been 50-50'd. Chat's been 50-50'd, so I don't like actually how little of me you can see now. I'd rather my head be cut off slightly. Okay, so you 50-50'd the poll, which means I must do the poll again. And to make sure you don't do that again, I punish chat. I come up with punishment. So your punishment now is the green screen. You've lost the green screen privileges. Look how close to this edge I am. Did you notice that I'm this far to this edge and I got all this space over here? It's because right behind me is the wall and the green screen starts to fade a bit and I have to like curve it. Ideally my desk will be in the middle and I can be in the middle. Okay. Westwoods or north? Borth. No. North. There you go. You got a minute. Twitch chat, you've got a minute to do it properly. Okay? No more 50-50s. I don't want to see any 50-50s in chat, okay? I don't care what you decide, as long as it's the majority. Borth. I did actually come up with a B first. Anyway, I hope you're well. What have you been up to today? I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm using my boom arm just for the pop filter. My microphone, I don't like. It takes up too much space with the microphone because the desk it's not a good desk for a boom arm. So I'm literally just using the boom arm to attach the pop filter to while the camera is on my desk. Gotta go. May see everyone later. Have fun. Thanks, Mum. Take care. All the best. And I'll hopefully speak to you soon. Everyone say bye to my mum. Okay, 80% say westwards. Okay, I'm happy to give you the green screen privileges back again. And we go westwards. Just remember the route we've gone because we want to go different routes next time. The path turns suddenly to the right and proceeds northwards into the dense undergrowth. Suddenly, off the path, to your left you hear cries of help. If you wish to aid the person in trouble, turn to 253. What do? I'm going to copy and paste the what do's now. You can either help or ignore the cries. Twitch chat, you got 1 minute. 5 voters, let's go. I know, that's fantastic, isn't it? One day, there'll be 100 people voting, and they'll each own 1%. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. No, forget that. There'll be 1 million people voting. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? A lot of people thinking to help. How are you, Abyss? Are you feeling any better? You've been in the wars for quite some time now. How's the doggo? How's the doggo? Tell me everything. Give me your updates. Feeling good since PAX? I hear a bunch of you are missing it. That would be a really cool experience, though. Literally meeting your heroes. 67% say help. Clambering over the gnarled roots of the old trees, you head in the direction of the cries. After a few minutes, You see a man dressed in long dark robes with his foot caught in a rusted rabbit snare. His face is masked by the robes, and only his dark brown eyes are visible. Buffering Cam and stuttering again. Alright. Out comes the PNG. That makes me so sad. Oh well. Twitch chat. Got a question for you. What do help man or do not help man? You've got 1 minute to decide. What is the correct thing to do? What is the right thing to do? No, not what is the right thing to do. What is the correct thing to do? That is what I mean. Audio munted too? No. Good again? Okay, good. I am better, thank you. Dog is well. Everything's good. Marv, great to hear. Good to hear. My day is better because you're here, Abyss, and I mean that. My day is not better because Vex is here. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we going to do? 3 people say do not help the man. Now, he does look suspicious, but we've come all this way. I can't believe this. This is why we don't get on, chat. We've come all this way. Oh, hello. Oh, you can zoom in on the image. Didn't know you could do that. We've come all this way, and you don't want to find out. You don't want to fuck around and find out. Chat, I want to fuck around. You're basically what you're saying is we've come all this way. You don't want to help the man, and you want to return to the path and head north. So why didn't you choose north last time? God's sake, chat. I'm all about bringing the balance. Walking along the twisting path, you see a small, sinewy creature with brown, scaly skin sitting on a log to the right of the path. He has a sullen expression on his face as he slowly tosses a black shiny rod on a leather cord back and forth between his hands. He might be one of the goblins you are looking for. Will you draw your sword and attack the goblin, try to start a conversation, or, chat's favourite thing to do, ignore him and continue walking north? So what are you doing? There's the sword option. There's the conversation. It's the talk option. And there's the ignore option. Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. What do? What? How come everyone's doing a stream streak today? No one has ever, in my entire history of streaming, no one has ever redeemed a stream streak, and today 3 of you have. Have they just been released on my channel? Or has no one got as far as 3 stream streaks before? We choose those options to specifically say, fuck that guy. Yeah, good point. But don't you want to see what was going to happen? Because often in this game, there's not like the wrong choice and the right choice. Normally, there's a streamlined choice that gets you there faster, like the true correct path. But the other option normally gives you help for an encounter later on that might actually be essential. Like maybe that guy was going to attack us, and if we kill him, he'll have a key on him, and that key might be essential later on. So we think that what streak? Thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. I can't believe it. So we think we've chosen the wrong choice, but actually we get some essential some essential item or clue for later on? We don't know. That's how these books work. So what are we doing? Sword. Draw your sword and attack the goblin. As you raise your sword to make the first blow, the creature starts to metamorphose. I've never seen that word before. Metamorphose. How do you pronounce that? Metamorphose. Before your eyes, he becomes taller and turns green. A large spiny tail extends from his back. His arms thicken and his hands grow sharp claws. His face distorts and become reptilian with red eyes and a wide mouth housing dozens of razor-sharp teeth. He is not a goblin, but a shape changer. You must fight. So, what are these? What are our stats? He's got 10 stamina and 10 skill. We have 22 stamina and 11 skill. We will win. What colour are our dice? I think we're white. Ooh. That was a draw. 5 and 2. Oh, we booked 2 draws in a row. Okay, we are white dice. Oh no! Roll it again. Nice. We get a hidden. From the country that invented English but can't read it. Shut up. Here we go. 21 v 18. 2 points off the enemy's stamina. 19 over 18. Again, 2 more hits and we've won. That's it. 1 more. We didn't even get a hit in. Sorry, they didn't. There you go. This is a hitless run. You are triumphant. If you win, turn to 373. You slump onto the log, exhausted after your long battle. Sadly, the black rod was just part of the shape changer's illusion, and it exists no more. However, you notice some violet mushrooms growing behind the log. They are unfamiliar to you, but look tasty. Oh my goodness. Is Mish here? Because she'd have something to say about this choice. Here is the polls. Twitch chat. What do? Eat tasty looking weird mushrooms or continue north? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. I've never seen the word metamorphose before. Metamorphose. Metamorphose. I don't know how to say it. Literally don't know how to say it. Are we happy with the music? Because we can change it. We can change it whatever you want. Stargazing. Let's get fucked up on mushies. I haven't even checked what the votes are, but I just know that it's going to be eat the mushroom heavy. Yep, 100% with 5 votes say eat the mushrooms so far. This is the most captivating vote that chat has seen so far. Everyone's just jumped in. If you wish to take part, you can on mobile, you can on desktop. It should be somewhere on your screen, and you are able to vote mobile or desktop or smart fridge. 100%, 5 people say eat some of the mushrooms. On eating some of the mushrooms, you feel a great turmoil inside your body. You think you might be turning into a shape changer. At last, you are relieved to feel the turmoil dying down. You have not become a shape changer, but you have eaten mix-up mushrooms. Oh my goodness, oh no. Your skill score now becomes your luck score, and your luck score becomes your skill score. Feeling a little odd, you set off north again. This is disastrous because look, our luck was so low. Look, oh no. They're evened out a bit. Oh no, we want more skill because the skill is what's added to our dice. Luck we don't use too often. I don't mind low luck. We don't really use it too often. So what this means is, luckily we have a lot of stamina. That's like our health. We need good dice rolls for the rest of the game. Gosh, we're not doing that again. The path continues north, and you soon reach another junction. Which chat, north or east? You have 1 minute to decide. Let me quickly set out now. North or east? You have 1 minute to decide. My goodness. My goodness. What a conundrum. I mean, we're not doing that again. I mean, I didn't need to tell you that eating mushrooms that you don't know is probably not a good idea. But in a fantasy setting, it's normally a good thing, isn't it? You have to do to learn. Babes, when I play D&D, all luck and charisma, that's all I need. Yeah, but the thing is with Dungeons and Dragons is you often have other party members that carry you. I am a one-man band. I have to be the joke and the tank and the healer. Oh, true. What are we thinking? 2 people, 100% say continue north. The path leads ever northwards, but at last the trees are beginning to thin out and appear less menacing as daylight streams through between them. On the right-hand side of the path, you see an old oak chair covered with moss. If you have provisions and you wish to sit in the chair to rest and eat, turn to 328. If you would rather press northwards, turn to 118. So the thing here is, something may happen if we sit in the chair, but we have not lost. Sit in chair or northwards. So the thing is, we do not need to eat provisions, but sitting in the chair may unlock new paths for us. We may meet someone, something may happen, but we have no need to eat provisions. But once we turn to 328, maybe there's an option to sit in a chair and not eat provisions. King of the castle? That's me. That's me, babes. Very good. Oh. Ooh, we're all thinking to sit in a chair.
Great success.
Great success. There's still time to get your votes in. There's no time to even it out, though. Oh my goodness, all got 3 votes suddenly at the end there. 80%, 4 votes, say sit in the chair. Despite being made of hard oak, the chair is surprisingly comfortable. You start to eat, but instead of feeling stronger, you feel weaker. You are sitting on a chair of life draining, which drains 4 points from your stamina score, despite you having eaten a portion of provisions. So we were full health, we've wasted a portion of provisions, and we're down. Do you have any stamina left? Yes. You are relieved to see that you are still alive, and you managed to climb slowly out of the chair and stagger northwards along the path. Well, that was silly. We've got 9. We didn't need to use any provisions, and we did, and we're still down for it. So now we need to use provisions. Goodness me, chat. You see, do better. What was that? A hog. The path eventually emerges from the trees onto a vast plain. Beyond, you see rising ground leading to low hills. The waist-high grasses on either side of the path sway gently in the warm breeze. All is peaceful, and the dangers ahead seem unimportant. You are enjoying your walk, when suddenly the silence is broken by the sound of squealing and grunting to the right of the path. You can see a path being made through the grass by an unseen beast moving quickly towards you. You draw your sword in readiness. A few yards ahead of you, a large brown pig-like creature bursts out onto the path and halts there. It has 2 long tusks protruding from a short, stubby snout. Steam rises into the air from its sweating body. its small eyes look at you before it puts its head down to charge at you. It is a wild boar. You must fight. Right after Bim tells us to be adventurous, it all turns to custard. Hey, I'm not playing the game, you are, and when the wrong decisions start being made, I'm blaming you. When the right decisions are being made, it's me. Okay. When we choose different music, it's different fight music as well. This is the Dungeon Delve fight music. Foreboding Forest. This is the Forest of Doom. We should be listening to Foreboding Forest. Wild boar, fight! Oh no! Not good. Not good. Because he's got... It's not good. Ah! There you go. Fight. Nope. There you go. One more hit. There you go. Wild boar is dead. You are triumphant. As you draw your sword from the carcass of the wild boar, you wonder what made it attack you. In the distance, you hear the sound of barking dogs. Perhaps it was being hunted and, being trapped, made its last stand against you. Through the nose of the boar, you see a large gold ring, which you cut loose and place in your backpack. It is worth 10 gold pieces. You gain 1 luck for your good fortune. We don't need luck. I tell you what, actually, what I've learned is your actions often give you back luck, but you can never go over your maximum. So it's worth using luck because we're often going to get luck back. Walking north, you soon arrive at a junction in the path. Twitch chat, are you ready? Quite plainly, what do? North, west, or east? There's no context to these options, unfortunately, but what we're going to have to do is remember where we've gone with the help from the map. You know, if we die, we're going to go back here and we can see the paths in front of us. So it's all good, but we just have to do it first to really understand. We have to do it first before we understand what we're doing. Right now, there's no... Although everyone in unison is saying west. Walking north, you soon arrive at a junction in the path. You may continue north, go west, or go east. But everyone's saying go west. It's the lowest page number. What does that mean? What does that mean? Streamy Panini! How are we having to PNG stream for a book? I thought you streamed off a laptop, not a calculator. I know. Can you imagine? I can bring the camera back. I have it all set up. Green screen and lights and everything. Do first understand. No, honestly, that with a lot of things, you cannot. Like being a parent is probably the best example of this. You cannot read everything you will need to know in life. You have to experience it to understand what you are missing. You need to fail. You need to fail. You need to make mistakes. That is how you learn. That is how you do better. You must fail and try again. That is part of life. That is probably the best advice I can give. You try and do life in a way that you fail as much as you can. And then you will succeed. When do you get your PC? I've got no update. It was meant to be 5 business days, and it has been 5 business days. It said up to 5 business days. What was the poll choice? Oops, ads. All right, I'll chat to you later, Streamy. What was the result? It was everyone west, wasn't it? Everyone went west. I wouldn't be where I am today if I stopped when I felt exactly. It was west. Oh, do you know what? I'm actually stop here. Because there's ads in progress, I might just stop here a second. What can I do? I can do something. I can do ads. 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 And that can go here. And hopefully everyone can understand. That we have stopped for the ads. I don't normally stop for ads. I know people do. Bim failed his forklift certification 47 times. He knows what he's on about. No, I passed that in one. That's a skill you can't learn. By the way, Bim, are you memeing? Are you actually forklift certified? I can't believe we live in a time where that's a valid question. No, I am. That's my real job. That's what I do. I'm a forklift. I work in a pharmaceutical warehouse, and I'm a dispatch forklift operator. So I load the trucks. I load trucks full of drugs, so that they can go on. Yeah. So that's why. Well, I don't know why. The meme, like, I didn't make it, but being forklift certified seems to be a joke online. Like being forklift certified seems to be like that's the best achievement you can be. Back from ads. So I've got when I ordered the PC, it said up to 5 business days before it gets dispatched, not delivered, dispatched, and it has been 5 business days, and I got no update. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it will be, well, ideally, right? I'm next in the queue, right? So I'm hoping that the PC will be dispatched and delivered by next weekend stream. Forklift farmer, you work for Big Forker. That's brilliant. That's funny. I actually am. Are we in ads right now? Yes. Yes. And I got this $2 from Kmart. My little forklift that's being semi-green screened out at the moment for some reason. Bright lights make it think that it's green. Very good. But in all seriousness, no, I am better than everybody because I'm forklift certified. And I didn't fail it because it's a skill that you can't learn. I was born with it. So we're just a different breed, forklift. That picture, it's all. I got it from Google. It may be AI, but it wasn't me. It probably is AI. Let's be fair. But I suddenly thought this scene right now is probably the worst Twitch scene I've ever seen. It's my starting screen. It's my chatting screen, but it's just black. And chat, and this is all nonsense. Everything here is nonsense. And I got my schedule because I thought that's probably important, that's probably useful. Ads, because we're in ads right now. And I thought, well, I'll add the frog just for a bit of a change. I'm also Boomlift certified. Wow. And a licensed rigger. So I reckon that's AI, but that's I say that from a Google search. I didn't generate that myself. If that's morally better. People get really funny about AI art, don't they? Rightly so. Chat is nonsense, but wait until you see the gameplay. Get out of here.
Hi, I'm That British Mo, and you're watching BIM 94.
I had a brain fart last night and asked ChatGPT to answer an old meme Photoshop I had stored on the PC. Have a look in memes. That's so funny. Well, there you go. It is enhanced. That's funny. You're funny. I like that a lot. Ahead, you see that the path ends at the door of a large hut made of dried mud. It has a domed roof and a single window. You peer through the window and see a large man with dark skin sitting at a table in the middle of the hut. He is bare-chested and flexing the muscles of his arms. I don't know why we're stuck in the combat music. There you go. Look, there are some forms of AI I am okay with, but like generating art itself, I am not okay with. But like, I don't care. I feel your Frog Knight is fine. I don't. The thing is, people like things and subscribe to a certain way of thinking, and people do exactly that on the other side of the argument. And being online, it's like you are only on this side or only on this side. I pride myself on being exactly here. Here, in fact. So, if you say that you're upset with AI art, I say that. If you say that you're pro, who's pro AI art? Who's like, no, AI art, that's the way forward. No one's thinking that. But I'll give you one of those, rightly so. I get enough of that on my day job. Let's not dive into it. I'm not taking the frog down. I don't think this is combat music. I think this is just Foreboding Forest. Let's go back to Icy Tundra. Should we enter the hut of the muscly armed man? Look at those muscles. Let's see if he can crack an egg in his elbow. Do we enter hut, or what's the other thing? Return to junction. Return to junction. Twitch at you got 1 minute to decide. I didn't ask you to. No, Catnip. No, you're one of you're one of those, aren't you? You're one of those. One of what, you may ask? I don't know, but you're one of them. Degenerative art. This can't end well. This is what happens when the game doesn't quite provide enough entertainment minute by minute that I have to jump in and get political. I think the problem is that it steals from IP from legitimate artists. I have used it for a quick meme, but I draw the line when you really should pay an artist for the work. Yeah, but what about hey, don't 50-50 it. Someone put a vote in. No one 50-50 it. Ooh, you 50-50'd it. You 50-50'd it. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? We're gonna get the slow camera back. How'd you like these frames? All right, everybody, let's do this again, but properly. Everybody, what do? Enter hut or return? Oh, no, that's not how you spell enter. Enter hut or return. You have 1 minute to decide. How you go? If I start moving, does that make the frames look even worse? What if I go like this? Is everyone getting upset? If you're watching this on the VOD, you've got no idea what's happening. On the Twitch stream, being on camera makes the frames go. Ironically, it's fine. Okay, well, good. That's good then. I'll stay here. Do like that the entire stream. Workout. It's fine. How is it sometimes fine and sometimes not fine? It makes you think, oh, I've got to change some settings somewhere because something's making it freeze. No, there's no settings. It just sometimes works. Oh. Oh, what are we like? What are we like? Oh, have we done it yet? You 50-50'd it again. So the punishments can only get worse. Twitch chat. What do you really do? Enter the muscly armed man's room, house, or return. Your punishment is thus. I'm gonna be like this the entire stream. How weird would this look if you've just entered the stream, or if you're browsing Twitch and this is like the thumbnail of the still of the stream before you enter it. Add a secret third option. I still think it's abnormal that laptop of yours technically can't be this bad. Big Bim, I don't know. It's progressively got worse. Like, it never used to be like this. The serious punishment is that we all have to come back tomorrow. Let me get chat the same as well. There you go. Okay, but flip upside down. You're in Australia. That's the next one. That's the next punishment. Enter 5 people, and that's not even all the votes. 6 people voted. I can't believe this. The serious punishment. Oh, I read that already. Okay. Bim has a Bitcoin miner running. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Enter the hut. As you enter the hut, the big man smiles. He looks pleased to see you and starts to speak in the deep voice. I imagine him like this still. Welcome, stranger. My name is Quinn, and I earn a living by my arms. Would you care for a little wager, perhaps an arm wrestling? If you wish to accept the challenge, or you can decline, you politely refuse and return to the junction. His frames, yeah, I expect so, because big camera means more work. Let's go back to more reasonable size. And chat. Or maybe it's chat. Maybe big chat is the issue here. Maybe big chat is the culprit all along. Bim, what's your antivirus? I don't think I have one. Because people say Norton is not. People say Norton is malware, and there's a whole argument about. So I just don't bother. I started downloading weird things today. What's FFmpeg? What's FM? What did I download? FMPPEG, something like that. Can we get Bim bouncing around the screen like a DVD logo? I would love that. I would love to bounce around the screen like a DVD logo. Oh, the poll. What do arm wrestle or leave? Twitch chat, you've got allow additional votes. I didn't mean to press that. Is that what happened last time? Is that why we're getting so many votes? Because I'm allowing additional votes. I didn't mean that. Only 1 vote. Can we get just the Malwarebytes? Norton is a freaking virus. Malwarebytes or ESET. FFmpeg, FFmpeg. I use Kaspersky. All I heard was PP. Norton is just an ad for Norton Premium. Uninstall that shit. I've honestly, I've heard of Norton. I mean, that's the big one, isn't it? I've not heard of any of the others. I've heard it's good though, says Streamy Panini. God's sake, Streamy. Aside that it's Russian, it's bricked some of my work PCs. That's no good. It's a time bomb, and it's not even that good of an AV. 100% say arm wrestle. Accept the challenge. If you possess an armband of strength, you do not. If you do not possess this item, I swear by ESET, Mbam, and of course Bitdefender. Quinn explains that he will wager some dust of levitation against an item or coins to the value of 10 gold pieces. You sit down at the table and lock hands with him. His grip is like an iron vice, and his dark eyes look confident. His biceps bulge, and he gives the signal for the contest to begin. So we need to roll above our skill, and our skill is 8. Oh, hang on, I don't know. Do we need to roll above our skill or below our skill? I don't know. Let's roll. You definitely passed the skill check. I rolled below our skill. You manage, with great effort, to push his arm down slightly. He is strong and will not give in easily. You must roll successfully against your skill score 2 more times before you will be able to push his arm down to the tabletop. So we need to roll below our skill. We need to roll less than an 8 on a 6-sided dice. Twice. Hang on 2 6-sided dice. We're a bit stuttery. It's your punishment. No, I'm joking. You've suffered enough. Okay, a lot of stuttery. So we need to roll less than an 8. Okay, good. You definitely passed the skill check. He is nearly beaten. You must roll successfully against your skill score only once more to win. Less than an 8. Oh, that is an 8. That's a 7. You definitely passed the skill check. Quinn shakes his head in disbelief. He stands up and walks silently to a wooden chest at the back of the hut. He lifts the lid and pulls out a small glass phial. He hands it to you and walks back to the table where he slumps it in the chair, looking thoroughly dejected. The dust in the phial sparkles in the light, and you put it into your backpack and leave the hut. Outside, you walk back to the junction in the path. Quinn junction. Okay, very good. Very good. Windows Defender. And Windows 95. I remember Windows 95. You arrive back at the crossroad. Ignoring the way south back to the forest, you may go north. Or continue east. North or east? Was east? Hang on. What was our last poll choice? Nah, I can't see it. Have we gone east before? Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if east is to. Oh no, it's not to Quinn, is it? Okay. North or east? You've got 1 minute to decide. Unless you're grossly negligent with where you browse when a defender is good enough. I'm not sure where I fall. I'm probably grossly negligent, but having Norton installed is bad. Very good. Back in my day, I got a virus from a YouTube advert. I will always use AdBlock now for that reason. Let me ban you from my YouTube channel. You are not welcome there. Or you watch those ads. You watch those ads, you naughty sausage. This is the first east. And what are we doing? Ooh, 3 people say, let's go east. Walking along the path, you notice marks in the ground made by hooves heading east. You soon arrive at another junction in the path. The hoof marks lead south, back to the forest. You decide to head north. Yeah, but I don't care if they give you a virus, you're giving me ad revenue. In the distance, to the right of the path, you see large birds circling in the sky. As you get closer, you recognize them as vultures. We can step off the path to see what or who the vultures are interested in, or ignore and continue. So I ask the Twitch chat, investigate or continue north. You have 1 minute to decide. I set up a pie hole. What on earth is that? I set up a pie hole server in my home LAN and gets rid of most of the ads before they touch my devices. As for YouTube, Opera GX and Brave Work Wonders. I'm not reading out Twitch comments that promote ad blockers. Get out of here. Well, if they're vultures, at least whatever's there is dead or dying. So less risk. Yeah, and there might be treasures on the dead bodies that we can harvest. What are we thinking? Investigate the vultures. That's what most of us are saying. A few more seconds left. Investigate. Marvellous. Ooh. That looks a bit gnarly. Ahead in the grasses, you hear a low moan. You look up to see the vultures patiently waiting overhead. You take a few more steps, and you see the ugly sight of a huge man with muscles like knotted iron. Not the man from before. Staked out to the ground. Gosh, his arms and legs are tied to 4 large wooden pegs driven deep into the ground. The man is naked, except for a small loincloth, and his skin is badly blistered from the sun. His face and chest show bloodied signs of cruel torture. His captors will not have gained the information they sought from him because he is a barbarian. Laugh it up, Bim. It's a private DNS server that blocks ads, so it saves overheads for your other devices. Rip that guy. If you wish to cut him free, or we can leave him in his agony and return to the path. Twitch chat? What do? We set up the poll now. Do you want to cut loose? Or return to the junction and head north? The 1 minute timer starts now. Dearie me. Dearie me. Are we all enjoying this book? I love these. I used to love these as a kid. I like the idea of reading all of them. Eventually, we'll do like a long playthrough, and then we'll break it up with a book. Because these books only take a couple of streams. I'm hoping to get this done by tomorrow night, and then the PC will come, and then we'll be Valorant speedrunner. We'll be playing at 200 FPS. No, 2000 FPS on high graphics, playing games on high graphics on a large monitor. Oh, I can't believe it. Maybe I'll just quit Twitch and YouTube and I'll just game myself for me, because this is going to be a completely different. Oh, I cannot wait. Cut loose. Chat wants to cut loose. You cut the thick ropes holding the barbarian. He grunts and sits up to rub his wrists and ankles. He looks at you and sneers. He's either delirious or ungrateful, for he pulls out one of the wooden stakes from the ground and turns to attack you. You must fight. Okay, he's got higher skill than us, so we need to roll at least one higher than his to break even. 15 over 14. Yep. 18 over 16. 2 more hits. Oh, no, that's a scratch on us, isn't it? Oh, no. Gosh. Can I use luck? Oh, we've got to be under our luck. You are lucky. It's just a scratch. You take 1 damage less. Bim, have you played Amnesia: The Dark Descent? That's a horror game, isn't it? I cannot play horror games. They disturb me. I am not good at all. I played Poppy's Playtime 1 and 2. He's gonna quit Twitch and become a gooner, watching all that corn on the big screen in 4K. No, that's not what gooning means anymore. Is that it? Yes. Perfect. And I'll use luck again. Nope. Because often our choices restore luck. When it said cut him loose, all I was thinking was paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the line. I don't know that reference. You are triumphant. It's going to be a shocking upgrade. I know it is, isn't it? You win. That is the last time you're going to do anybody a favour for some time. Returning to the path, you head north again. What does the map look like? Vultures, Barbarian. The river. Gradually, the grass around you becomes shorter, and the ground gently starts to rise. Oh, it's from Amnesia. Ahead, you can hear the sound of flowing water. Soon you reach the bank of a slow-flowing river. The river is very shallow, and stepping stones cross it from the far bank where the path continues north into the distance. Will you cross the river by the stepping stones, or wade through the shallow water? Twitch chat, have a think. Don't make your decision straight away. You've got a whole minute to decide. But are we going to do the stepping stones, or are we going to wade through? You have 1 minute to decide. The question posed is, what do? What do? So, want to play? Absolutely not. The thing is, I grew up with all genres of games, including lots of horror, of course. Amnesia is the only game that managed to make me quit in a panic. It's that good. So, want to play? Absolutely not. No, I cannot cope with jump scares. I do not like themes of horror. I am a complete, unapologetically, a huge wimp when it comes to horror games. Although I did enjoy Poppy's Playtime. But I had to book the house and it be a time that Baby Bim isn't napping because I was screaming. 60% of Twitch say the stepping stones. You step carefully along the slippery stones to the other side of the river. You see that the path continues north into the hills, but as it's getting dark, you decide to make camp for the night under a large solitary tree to the right of the path. You build a large fire and settle down to sleep with your sword by your side. You've been asleep for about an hour when the soft noise of fluttering wings wakes you up. You sit up and grab your sword, and in the light of the full moon you see 3 large shapes flying towards you. They look like large bats, but as they swoop in close you can see the unmistakable fangs of vampire bats. If you possess garlic buds, yes I do. Yes I do. You reach quickly into your backpack and pull out the garlic buds. The vampire bats close on you but veer away at the last second, screeching loudly. They hover above you, eager to drink your blood, but the garlic keeps them at bay. Eventually, they fly off in search of some other prey. Leaving the garlic by your side, you settle down to sleep again. In the morning, you collect your belongings and head north along the path. No, that's the thing, there's no jump scares in this game. This is horror done right. It's the atmosphere and situational terror that does the work. Oh my goodness. You're slowly and surely being ground down into a quivering mess. I don't know if I'm selling it to you. Oh my goodness, absolutely not. This sounds like the opposite of my cup of tea. The ground is quite steep as the path winds its way into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around in the distance you see the green circle of Darkwood Forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grass behind you, but ahead you see a valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. As you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. Twitch chat, what do. We're getting quite far for our first playthrough. Is it north down the hill? Or is it west along a new branch? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. 1 minute to decide. I check my emails constantly for updates of the PC, but obviously it's specified working days, and it is Saturday. Keymailer, good old games, Sheen. You've been in 3 searches on LinkedIn. Bullshit. Bullshit, have I? Don't 50-50 it. Someone put a vote in. It's 50% north, 50% west. Someone put a vote in, otherwise there will be repercussions. Oh, I don't believe this. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make the decision. We're going to go north down the hill. The path runs north down the hill between large boulders and rocks. You have an uneasy feeling that you are being watched. Then, from behind one of the large boulders, to the left of the path, spring 2 sinewy men with long hair and beards. They are wearing animal furs and look menacing. Go northwest. One notches an arrow to his bow and lets it fly. So our luck is quite high. It's 9 at the moment, it's not quite high. That's 12. That's 5. You are lucky. The arrow misses you and flies past your head. The men curse and jump up and down in anger at having missed you. They start to argue and push each other around. They seem to forget all about you. Just make the PNG huge. If you want to attack the wild hill men, or we can walk past them while they're still arguing. Twitch chat, what do you reckon? What do you think we should do? What's the right thing to do? What would you do if you were in these shoes? Attack the wild hill men? Or scooch past? Do you want to attack them or scooch past? The choice is yours. Twitch chat, look, if we look at the character sheet, the adventure sheet, we are literally playing as Twitch chat, and we can even change what you look like for this adventure. What do you want to look like? That's a handsome man, isn't it? Twitch chat, you look like this. There you go. There you are. With your 13 stamina. That's actually a lot of stamina lost. Let's eat some provisions. Yes, 17. Let's leave it there. I don't like these stats being full, because some of the things we do actually replenish them, and they can never go over, unless specifically stated. 67% say scooch past. Oh, it's 50-50'd again. It's 50-50'd again. Someone put a vote in. That's 2 50-50s in a row. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the decision, but we're going to play in this screen for a bit. Alright, 3 more quick facts and I'm done on the subject. It's made by the same guys that created the Penumbra game trilogy, another amazing series of horror games. The games feature no way to combat your enemies. You can only run and hide. If you can, that is. The game takes place in 1839 in the Brennenburg Castle. Who was it? What? Oh, hey, who was it? Who was it? Should we attack them? Let's attack them, but we're going to be stuck in this screen with the frog. Can I put the frog somewhere else, actually? Because I think the frog belongs here. That's where the frog belongs, I think. And I'll be here. Okay, is that better? Can we all appreciate the frog better now? Or maybe he belongs up a bit. Is that better? I don't like this frog placement. Frog placement could be better. Who tied the pole? I know. Okay. I feel weird being in this scene. Let's go back here. Let's just attack them. You draw your sword and charge at the wild hillmen, who stop their argument and turn towards you, screaming and wielding axes. The frog is fine, the frame rate isn't. Well, that's your punishment. Okay. First one is, we can escape. Skill 7. Okay, so we can roll 1 under and still draw. Nice. And again. Very good. One more time. One more time. You defeated the first wild hillman. Now the second wild hillman. We can roll 2 under and still break even. Nice. And again, that's where still a win. I did the maths quickly in my head. You are triumphant. If you win, around the neck of one of the wild hillmen, you find a small silver key hanging on a small leather cord. You untie the leather cord and put the key in your backpack. There you go. Walking down the hill, you see a valley floor stretching out ahead and, beyond, a sinister wall of trees. Darkwood. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. No way have we... Actually, you know what we've done? We've travelled through Darkwood Forest and not found the pieces of the hammer. Arriving at the valley floor, you see that the path comes to a junction. We have a bit of choice paralysis now. Do you want to head west and have not done so already? If we had done so, that choice would be greyed out. Or we can go east. It looks like we may even come back to this point. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to do something. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, and the poll still hasn't ended yet. Oh, just grabbed myself a lovely can of Guinness. Oh, 67% say turn west. 2 seconds. Wait. West. The valley floor is covered with lush green grass and is very flat. You soon arrive at another junction in the path. Excuse me. Twitch chat. Remember our choices. Continue west or head north again. Got 1 minute. 1 minute. I need to do more emotes, and I've got a few ideas, and I'm a little bit reluctant to, for no reason, I'm a little bit reluctant to make them because I'll have to transfer them to the new computer, and that just sounds like effort. So I'm waiting for the new computer so that I just do them and have them on that computer, which is a really lazy way to think though, isn't it? But I want some more emotes of me, and I want one of like me. Maybe I should pose for them. Or maybe actually off stream because the frame rates are so bad, but one with me hugging a love heart, and that could be like a mod love type emote. But what other emotes could there be? Me looking, my face with complete serenity painted on it. One with absolute fury. I'm not sure. 100%. With one vote. Says West. We like to drink with Bim because Bim is our mate. And when we drink with Bim, he drinks it down in 8, 7. Oh, it's been a while since I sang that. To the left of the path, you see a small man with a long grey beard sitting cross-legged on top of a huge mushroom. He is wearing a bright red jacket and cap, and his trousers are black and end at his knees. No, they're not trousers then, are they, strictly speaking? He is asleep and snoring loudly. You may either give him a gentle push to wake him up, or you may walk quietly past him to continue your journey west. All the junctions. Moving all your old data is the easy part. Reinstalling all the apps, that's the pain in the ass. What do... Copy that. If you want to rouse the man, or scooch past. You've got 1 minute to decide. Rouse the man, gently push him awake, or scooch past. Sitting on a mushroom. I know, he's like that, who's that fella in Morrowind? The oldest person in Morrowind. With the dungeon with the chests in that you're allowed to steal from him. Wake up the friendly mushroom man. Who's that name? Who am I talking about? You know, he's the fella that you have to levitate to get to him. He's in Telfer. Gosh, it's only been 20 sessions. I know nothing about Morrowind anymore. 20 sessions of Morrowind. The first stream that isn't Morrowind. And it's all gone out of my head. Majority say rouse the friendly mushroom man. He's going to be friendly, isn't he? He's definitely a friendly mushroom man. Deviath Fur. But he's in a mushroom, that's true. Gentle push to wake him up. The small man wakes up with a start, loses his balance and falls off the mushroom. He curses as he lands on the ground, but jumps back onto the mushroom, shouting. What voice is this mushroom man? Who did that? Who did that? He looks at you and frowns. You may attack the gnome, or attempt to start a conversation. Twitch chat, what do? Attack, or maybe talk first? You got 1 minute to decide. BRB? That's okay, Eno. Of course that's okay. I'll see you soon. I enjoy these polls because I can quaff Guinness mid question time. I know drinking's not against Twitch terms of service, but I don't know anyone else who drinks on stream. To be fair, I'm the only English person that I know. And we drinkers. It's in our heritage. It's in our culture. Drinking is English. Majority say talk. That's exactly what I would want. You approach the gnome. Do you stream though, Stream Panini? Do I follow you? I've never been to one of your streams. Am I even following you? Let me follow you right now. How do I follow you? How can I follow you? I'm gonna follow you right now. Unfollow? No, I do follow you. When do you stream? When are you streaming? I've seen loads of people drink on stream. Okay, good. Not that I mind. No, I don't mind being the. I don't mind being the only one. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what you get with my streams. You get low frame rates, you get tech issues, and I drink. That's what you get in these streams that you don't get anywhere else. You've done a couple of streams but decided it wasn't for me? Well, do it and drink. I'm joking. You approach the gnome with your arm extended, offering to shake his hand, an offer which he accepts with a doubtful look on his face. You then tell him of your quest, how you met poor Big Leg and why you decided to help the dwarves of Stonebridge. You ask him if he has any information which might help you. He replies that he does not care much for dwarves, but he does have some information which might be of use to you. However, that information will cost you either 5 gold pieces or an item of treasure from your backpack. We can't pay, but we can give him something. What can we give him? A potion of healing. A gold nose ring. Yeah, that's worth 10 gold pieces. I'm gonna give him... I don't need the potion of fortune. I'm gonna give him that. Oh no. Everybody, that's Baby Abim. I will be as quick as I can. She shouldn't take long, I hope not, but give me 2 seconds, I'll be back as quick as I can. Where's the BRB bit? Hold up. There it is. And we'll get rid of the frog. Alright, 2 seconds everybody. I'll bring my phone. Hello. Sorry for the disturbance. Liane Disaster, thank you so much for the sub. Please enjoy the next 30 days of ad-free viewing and tier 1 emotes. Cheers. That's remarkably kind of you. Thank you very much. A throne for... I do have a throne. But I always feel weird. I feel weird. People... Fucking banger. Fucking banger. My current washing machine does not make that sound. And it does not bring me joy. Thank you so much. People work hard for their money, and I don't feel right having... I don't know. People have throne. There's nothing against throne. I may push my throne in the future, but right now I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. But I don't want to promote people buying me things. You can subscribe, you can donate bits. I think I've got a PayPal set up. I've got YouTube memberships. There's many ways for people to give me money, but I don't know. Okay, please buy yourself a cushion then. No. Don't need a cushion, alright? Right, let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Urgy, and you are watching BIM.
I love Urgy so much. Okay, we have given up your item. As he accepts his payment, the gnome smiles and tells you that he saw the skeleton of a goblin inside a stone crypt. Perhaps it was the skeleton of one of the 2 goblins who you are looking for. Perhaps not. He says that the crypt is somewhere north in the forest, but exactly where, he is not sure. You are annoyed that the gnome does not have any more information and set off west again at a fast pace. You arrive at another junction in the path. The way south leads back into the hills, so you ignore it and continue west. The path makes a sudden turn to the right and heads north across the valley floor. To the left of the path you see a large pond with a small wooden hut with a thatched roof by its edge. You know what's coming. you know there's a decision to be made. Everybody, what do? Investigate the hut or go north? You have 1 minute to decide. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know what? I almost put the as a streamer, you can run a some sort of campaign. You have 70 hours and up until the 31st of December to use it. But it's gifted subs are like 30% cheaper. The streamer gets the same revenue, but there's a 30% discount, or 33% discount. And I almost did it for this stream because we finished Morrowind. And I might do it next stream when we get the PC. There'll be a PC celebration stream. Oh, should I do the burger challenge? Should I do a burger challenge for the PC celebration stream? There might there might be a PC setup stream, and I'm thinking about doing them because I have the hours. But again, it's promoting. I don't know why I'm so uneasy with the financial. I don't want to push financial incentives on you. I'm very happy sitting here and streaming. I don't need to beg and cry and tell you that I love you, which I think is very unhealthy to say. Because there's people out there that will not be good for. I need you. I love you. We're family. That's not, you know, on the surface level it's fine, but there are certain people that may even be watching this stream that would be unhealthy for them to believe, and I don't need that. But I've always wanted a Ferrari. Do an unboxing stream, then a burger challenge. So then the first PC stream will still be a laptop stream then, won't it? Because I'll be streaming off the laptop, unboxing the PC. No, I'm sure when I unbox the PC, I'm gonna need Mo on a video call the entire time. I hope it comes assembled. I honestly hope it comes assembled. What was the poll results? Investigate. You walk around to the front of the hut and see large blue vase on a small porch. There is nobody about. You open the door of the hut, but there is nobody inside. The hut is also devoid of any furniture or objects. You walk outside again and inspect the blue vase. You look inside, but despite the sunlight, you are unable to see beyond the rim. The vase is filled with an eerie blackness. You shake it and hear a rattling sound. You may put your hand... drop the vase on the ground, put your hand inside the vase, or ignore the vase and return north. Twitch chat, what do? Drop, hand, or leave? You have 1 minute to decide. So yeah, I have 70 hours to run the campaign until the 31st of December, and I suppose it would be a shame to waste that because that is cheaper, but it's gifted subs, so it doesn't really help anyone other than me and Twitch after all. So I'm tempted to. But even then, I feel a bit weird because I don't like the money grabbing aspect. When I was talking with Mrs. Bim about buying the PC, and I was like, look, can we buy it now? Do we need to wait until our offset account is at in a better place? Or I said, alternatively, what I don't want to do, what I can do, is ask Twitch to fund it, and there'll be like a fundraiser goal. And we both looked at each other. And I'm glad my wife felt so strongly as I do, and we were like, "No, that is sickening. You cannot do that. You can do that. People do that, and there's no problems with the people that do. But just me, I feel very uneasy about that. I do not want to command that of you, even if it is like a fun incentive. And, you know, full disclosure, I may do things like that in the future, but right now, I don't know, I can't quite put the words to it, but that sounds a bit too, I don't know, I'll just feel like a silly goose if I did that. Drop the vase on the ground, say 67% of Twitch. The vase drops to the ground but does not break, although cracks appear all over it. You begin to feel a vibration, and then you notice cracks appearing all over the porch and the side of the hut. The vibrations become stronger, your whole body starts to tremble, and your head feels as if it's about to explode. You lose 2 stamina points. I don't think it's unfair to ask for donations to go back into the stream. I know, but I just feel weird about it. Never in my life have I asked for donations and been given donations and stuff like that. But Twitch, that seems to be the Twitch culture, and that's totally fair. But it's very weird to me. Like Spud, I consider you a friend. I would not ask my other friends in real life to donate to me. A gaming PC is a bit exactly. I was thinking like, you know, a fundraiser goal. You do $5. You know, and then in a couple of months or longer, maybe we'll hit the 1,600 Australian donation goal, and then we can upgrade the PC. You know, however long it took. But like, it's just. I'd feel like I could only use it for Twitch. Well, I use it for Twitch and YouTube, but the whole thing felt wrong, you know. So it's like, no, we, as in the Bimsons, should definitely take on that burden. That is not for that. That is. I just feel that's very disrespectful. If I were to put that as a fun fundraiser. I don't know. Do you possess a potion of stillness? No. If you do not, I've got a bad feeling about this. Me too. Consider sending my old PC to you, but it would probably get damaged. It's pretty old now. No, it's very kind of you to think, but like it's okay. We do have the money. It's just a bit more complicated now because there's a mortgage and 2 kids involved. So everything is a bit less achievable, but you know, we got the PC. I did not need chat to pay for it. I'm not sure. I'm still getting used to, I suppose, Twitch because the opportunity for donations and revenue are there, but I just don't want to involve myself in that. The vibrations feel like shockwaves which seem to hammer your body. And you know what, also, the fact that the stream is interrupted so often by the children, and I have to literally leave the stream. The other day, it was for an hour and a half. I feel that's pretty disrespectful to the viewer, let alone people that are paying me. It's all. I am not in the place right now to be asking for money, you know, and I'm very, very grateful when people do subscribe or donate bits, but that's completely non-requested. I can't really find the words, but like that's completely on the individual. I do not feel like the stream is in a place to be like, yes, come on everybody, let's do a fundraiser, let's give me lots of money, because I do not think that the stream is worth it, certainly yet. Suddenly the hut collapses and crashes to the ground. The sky darkens and a wind starts to howl all about you. The wind blows harder and becomes as strong as a gale. its force knocking you to the ground. You cling to the porch and shield your face from the dirt and debris being thrown up by the gale. Above the deafening noise of the wind, you hear laughter, followed by a deep voice rejoicing. I'm free! I'm free! You have released an earth elemental onto the world, and you lose 3 luck points. It's now 5. Gradually, the howling wind dies down and the skies brighten. You pick yourself up from out of the rubble and walk slowly back to the path to head north again. Gosh. As you walk across the valley, you see the dark green wall of Darkwood Forest looming up before you. The path leads directly into thick undergrowth, and soon you're walking between tall dark trees and thorny bushes. It is dark and quiet. The path forks. You may walk east or continue north. Bridgeton, you've got 1 minute to decide. That's my favourite part. yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, the frame rate, the lack of a camera, the interruptions, the schedule, it's all a bit over the place. So I cannot justify myself pushing for donations and revenue. But, like I say, that may all change in the future, and there's nothing wrong with streamers that do that. I'm really talking about me, and I can't find the words or the reasoning of why I'm so reluctant. It just feels wrong. Few more seconds, and 100%, 50-50 at the last moment. So what we'll do, we'll go north, as that was the first vote. Amidst the trees to the left of the path, you see a small stone building covered with ivy and moss. Do you wish to examine the building? Or do you wish to continue north? You have 1 minute to decide. What do? Is this an exciting enough soundtrack? Is the music loud enough? Is it too loud? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? $30 seconds left. Less than. %. Say examine. The building measures only 3 meters by 3 meters and has no windows. The door is made of stone and looks very solid. There is no handle, and there does not appear to be another way to enter the building. Then you notice a tiny keyhole in the stone door. We have the silver key from the Hillmen. You take the small silver key from out of your backpack and place it into the keyhole. It fits perfectly, and you give it a turn. The lock clicks and the stone door swings open. Stone stairs lead down from the door into gloomy depths. You cannot see a thing down the stairs. Do you wish to... Do you know what? I'm going to stop the votes for a minute. We're going to descend the stairs. You step carefully down the stone stairs, feeling your way as you go. Slowly, your eyes become accustomed to the dark, and you begin to make out shapes at the bottom of the stairs. You are standing in a small square room with a low ceiling. The floor is thick with dust and there are cobwebs everywhere. In the middle of the room, there is what appears to be a large stone box measuring approximately 2 meters by 1 meter. The top of it is a great stone slab. Sounds like a vampire's coffin. Along one of the rough stone walls, you find a small alcove with a candle in it. You may light the candle or walk back up the stairs and return to the path. Let's light the candle. The light from the candle casts eerie shadows around the room. In the yellow light, you see the face of an old man carved into the stone slab, top of the box. Then you notice the leg of a skeleton protruding from the shadows in the far corner of the room. You walk over to the skeleton to inspect it. The skeleton is small and the skull has sharp, protruding teeth. It could be the skeleton of either a goblin or an orc. You walk over to the stone box. The slab on the top looks as it could be moved. We can try to lift the stone slab or ignore the slab and return north. Let's lift the slab. You try with all your might to move the stone slab, but it will not budge. Do you have dust of levitation? Yes, we do. You take from your backpack the glass vial containing the sparkling dust and sprinkle it onto the stone slab. Slowly, the stone slab starts to rise into the air. You peer into the box and are horrified to see a rotting corpse lying there. Ragged clothes cover a skeletal body with loose flesh hanging from it. You have lifted the lid off a coffin containing some cursed undead creature and jump back in horror as you see its eyes flick open. You are in a crypt made foul by some unknown follower of darkness. Slowly, the creature rises out of its coffin and towards you with outstretched arms. Do you possess holy water? Yes! You reach into your backpack and pull out the small bottle of holy water. Quickly removing the cork, you throw the water at the advancing ghoul. Thick smoke rises into the air from the burn marks made by the holy water on the putrid flesh of the ghoul. The ghoul appears to be in great pain, but though its wide open mouth, no sound is heard. It crawls into a corner of the room. Desperate to escape your godly weapon, you walk over to the coffin and look inside. You are overjoyed to see, as well as 25 gold pieces, an object that the ghoul was using as a headrest, a bronze hammer head with the letter G inscribed in it. You happily put your findings into your backpack and walk back up the stairs and leave the crypt and return the path to head north. We've found the head, we just need the handle now. The path presses northwards through the dense trees, then it makes a sudden turn to the right and heads east. The path is so overgrown in places that you have to use your sword to cut through it. Your walk east is long and tiring. At last you reach a junction in the path. Looking at Big Leg's map, you decide to head north again in the direction of Stonebridge and ignore the narrow path continuing east. What are we doing? Stone door? Ghoul? Crypt? Bit confused by that. This is a big map, isn't it? Oh, I've sort of forgotten where we've... So we needed holy water. I wonder what the other option was if we didn't have holy water. Probably to fight the ghoul. So maybe it wasn't essential. But... my goodness. I'm glad we got the head. The path opens out into a small clearing. To your right, you see a pile of branches, grass and pieces of rag, the lair of some large creatures. Among the debris and old bones scattered about, you catch sight of something glittering. Do you want to look more closely? Or hurry north along the path? No, let's investigate. Let's look more closely. Uh-oh. You walk over to investigate the lair, but are suddenly aware of a dark shadow being cast all about you. You hear a loud roar above you and look up to see a dragon-like creature with 2 legs and green scaly skin flying down to its lair. A bolt of fire shoots from its mouth towards you. Test your luck. How... 5 out of 11 luck. So what's the... we have a potion of... Oh, I sold the potion of fortune, didn't I? Healing or let's have some provisions because we're probably going to... Okay, 3. Yeah, okay. We need a 5 or less. Oh, thank goodness. You are lucky. If you are lucky, the firebolt... Oh, hang on, did I read it? A bolt of fire shoots from out towards you. If you're lucky, the firebolt misses you and explodes by your feet. The creature landing in front of you is a wyvern. It looks at you and opens its huge mouth to let out another burning roar. It's about 10 meters long, and its thick scales look hard to penetrate with your sword. Do you possess a flute? Where do we get a flute from? We do not have a flute. The wyvern's long tail swishes from side to side and smoke curls up from its nostrils. You draw your sword and prepare to combat this fearsome monster. What are its stats? Okay, 10 skill. We need to roll 2 above it to break even. That was not 2 above it. We get hit. Again. No. No. Okay. That's better. Oh, gosh, we are not doing too well. Oh! That's better. Oh, you both missed. Oh my goodness. Gosh. Come on, 2 above it. 2 above it. Yes. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm looking at the red dice. I'm the white dice. Okay, that's better. That's better. Very good. There you go. We're winning that. There you go. This is... Once you've got a basic grasp on what's going on, this is easy. 1 more hit. Oh. Oh dear. It's okay. We've got the provisions. We got the provisions. 1 more. Ugh. Is that better? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, no. There you go. There you go. We killed the wyvern. We are triumphant. Let's eat a bit first, shall we? We've got 7 provisions left. There's plenty. Yep, 17. Yep. There you go. 21 out of 22. Perfect. That's a full health virtually. If you win, you walk round the motionless wyvern and start to rummage through its lair and surrounding debris. You find a gauntlet made of plate iron, a throwing knife, 10 gold pieces, and a gold ring. You put the knife and the gold pieces in your backpack. Will you try on the gauntlet? Try on the gold ring? Or leave these items? Or let's try on both, shall we? Which one first, though? Should we pull it? No. Let's try on the gauntlet. You slip the gauntlet onto your hand and take hold of your sword, slicing the air with it. You feel more than usually skilled with your weapon. You now possess a gauntlet of weapon skill, which adds 1 point to all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat, so long as you wear it. Let us. Lurk for units, thank you very much for the lurk. We'll keep the throne safe while you take a breather. Just don't forget to come back for the burger challenge. When did it... I said that. I said that. Did nobody typed burger challenge in chat, did they? How does Frosty Tools know about the burger challenge? I said it recently. Nobody spoke about it. Or maybe they did. They must have done. I reckon the ring is going to be a curse. Let's try it. Slipping on the ring to your middle finger, you are suddenly gripped by agonizing pain. Called it. Eventually the pain subsides, but you are unable to take off the ring. You are wearing a cursed ring of slowness, which will subtract 2 points from all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat. Bugger. How does this reflect? +1? No, it's -1, isn't it? It's -1 now. It still says +1. Okay, fair enough. Walking along the narrow path, you suddenly hear a sharp crack of a twig breaking and the whispering of low voices. You draw your sword and wait anxiously with your back to a large oak tree. Then, from behind the trees opposite you, step 4 men and a woman dressed in green tunics. Each looks menacing, and they stand with swords and axes in their hands. The young woman steps forward and tells you that you are trespassing on their territory. You must pay a levy of 5 objects from your backpack, or face the consequences. If you wish to give them what they want, I say no. We are going to spit on the ground in reply and fight them. Okay, how are we doing? 21. Okay. So it said the gauntlet gave us +1 and the ring gave us -2. So our skill should be -1, but it says +1. So I'm worried that this +1 is actually wrong. So I don't quite know what our skill level is. So she is their leader and you must fight. Hopefully when you have to fight her. It is +1. Oh. So our skill is actually 9. 1 more hit and hopefully the rest scuttle. If you win, then the next 2 bandits approach you. Okay. Bandit 2. This is going to be easy. Our stats are against us, but our dice rolls are in favour. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Done. Next bandit. Easy. 1 more hit. Easy as. Who's next? Who's next? Finally, you need to take out the remaining bandits. I thought they were going to flee. Wait, there you go. 2, and last one. Wait. No. This one. Last bandit, I believe. 2 more hits and he's done. 2, last one. Marvellous. What were we worried about? We nearly lost 5 items from our inventory there. A search of their clothing reveals nothing of interest apart from 2 gold pieces which you put in your backpack. How much gold do I have? 37 gold? That's huge. You set off north again along the path and soon notice the trees beginning to thin out on either side of the path. Eventually the path leads out of the trees into a ploughed field. You are out of Darkwood Forest. I think we failed this run because we don't have the handle. The path leads through the field to a stone bridge over a clear stream. Beyond the bridge are the small cottages and wooden huts of a village. A sign on the bridge reads Stonebridge. You cross the bridge and see 2 old dwarves with long white beards standing by a cottage looking at you. Do you have the hammerhead and the handle with the letter G inscribed on them? No. Only one of these. You have failed in your quest to help the dwarves, being unable to face Gillibrand, their king. You decide to head east and find a place to rest after your perilous adventure. But wait! Perhaps you want to continue searching. If you do, turn to 98. Perfect. You decide that the best way to continue looking is to walk back around Darkwood Forest and pay a visit to Yastramo. As you begin the long walk, you are attacked by a large group of wild Hindmel, probably the same group who attacked Big Leg and his party 2 days earlier. Test your luck. Of 4. You need to roll a 4 or less. You run away. If you're unlucky, you are showered arrows. Okay. If you are unlucky, you are showered by arrows. There is no way you survive, and your adventures in Darkwood Forest are over. You are dead. You have been beaten by Darkwood Forest, the Forest of Doom. The end. Okay, so take 2. Where are we? The Forest of Doom. Let's read. Okay, so the map of that playthrough is still available. We're going to do Adventurer. Roll the stamina. Ooh, that's low. Bit better. Stamina is 18. That's okay. Skill is... Ooh, that's better. 11. And luck is 4. I'll keep that. 10. Marvellous. What did we want? Skill, strength, or fortune? Shall we pull this? No. We're going to stick with fortune. I don't trust you, you see. Now, you're an adventurer, a sword for hire. We've got nothing to do. Blah, 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 blah. We found a dwarf. He gave us a map. We're trying to find a hammer that's been split in two. We're trying to find the head and the handle. There's a fella called Yastramo. And we're going to follow him up the stairs, obviously. We're not going to attack. Or should we attack him? Oh, I should have chosen attack. Okay, we want stillness. We want holy water. We want garlic buds. And then it doesn't matter what we have. Armband of strength to get past the arm wrestle. And then how much gold do I have now? I still have 19 gold. Let's do... I want to do plant control and insect control. That seems like something that might... Anti-poison is probably good. I can't remember if I actually used anything else. Leaping and climbing can only help us get to new places. Net of entanglement, do we need to use that? Water finding? No. Did I have the headband of concentration? No, let's get the headband of concentration. Now what's our gold? We've got 5 gold. Let's save the 5 gold. Blah, 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 blah. Leave them by the spiral staircase. Okay, west or east? We went... Oh gosh, I don't know where we went. Did we go west or east? I think we went west, so this time let's go east. Ah, Talking Crow. The narrow path continues to cut its way through the tangled forest. Strange animal cries and noises echo through the trees. At last, the path widens to approximately a meter across. Soon you arrive at a moss-covered wooden signpost, on top of which sits a large crow. The arms of the signpost read north and east. Just as you are deciding which way to continue, you hear the words, "Good afternoon." You look up in the direction of the voice and see the crow looking down at you inquisitively. "Good afternoon," you reply slowly, feeling a little foolish. The crow speaks again, asking which way you are headed. You reply that you are looking for 2 goblins, small, sinewy creatures with brown, scaly skin. "1 piece will buy my advice," states the crow confidently. Will you pay the crow for its advice? Ignore north or ignore east? Let's pay the crow. You put the gold piece on top of the signpost as requested by the crow, after which it says, "Go north." You ask the crow why it needs gold pieces, and it replies that it needs 30 gold pieces to pay Yastramo to turn it back into a human again. You bid the crow farewell. Should we go as advised? Let's go as advised. And I wonder if where that takes us. Let's go as advised. Welcome back, Spud. Walking along the path, you hear footsteps and arguing voices ahead of you. We're still at Talking Crow. Let's meet the owners. Oh, hello. You draw your sword and prepare to meet the owners of the arguing voices. 2 tall, spindly creatures appear clad in tattered cloth, over which they wear chainmail jackets. They see you and instantly stop their argument. They are hobgoblins and draw their swords to attack you. You must fight. Very good. 11 skill is very good indeed. It's almost double their skill. Oi. That's the first hobgoblin is dead. even better. So I want to use luck because it's never good to have full luck because you often get it replenished. So we just did some extra damage. Oh, we just did some extra damage to the second hobgoblin. One last time. Bit better. Marvellous. You are triumphant. You search through the pockets of the hobgoblins and find 3 gold pieces, a tiny brass flute. We have a flute and 2 maggot-ridden biscuits, which will restore 1 stamina each. Ugh. There's also a necklace made of mouse skulls around one of their necks. To the left of the path, you notice a large hole in the ground with a diameter of some 3 meters. Walking over to the edge of the hole, you see it sloping off into the depths of the earth. Do we walk down the hole or continue walking the path? Oh, we've gone a bit of a tangent here, haven't we? What do we want to do? Should we poll this? How many pollers are there in chat? Let's have a look. Let's do a what do. When my Twitch comes back, it's misbehaving. The option for poll isn't there anymore. Hang on. Technical difficulties on the phone now. Here we are. New poll. What do? Walk down or continue north along the path? You've got 1 minute to decide. Do it! We've got a whole new route. A whole new route. 2 voters so far. 20 seconds left. They're saying walk down. What are you saying? Very good. Everybody says walk down the hole. As you descend into the hole, you notice large amounts of slime secreted by some huge creature. Do we climb back out of the hole and turn back north? No, we continue down the hole. Ugh. The slope is steep and you slip on the slime, tumbling head over heels down the hole to the bottom, into the large earthen cavern. You jump to your feet and are alarmed to see the shiny tip of a poison barb on the tail of a huge sting worm coming straight at you. The sting worm is about 5 meters long and has huge yellow segments. But all you care about is protecting yourself from the barb. Oh, look at that barb. That's a long barb. There is no time to scramble out of the hole. You draw your sword, here, both of us. You must fight. 8 skill. No, this is no problem at all. No problem at all. Easy. Easy. Even that's easy. Nice. 1 more hit. Beautifully done. If you defeat this gargantuan horror, you walk around the lifeless bulk of the worm to examine the contents of its lair. There are several skeletons. Perhaps those belong to other unfortunate adventurers. By the side of one of them, you find a leather backpack. Inside the backpack, you find 4 gold pieces and a small corked bottle containing a colourless liquid. If you wish to drink the contents of the bottle... I didn't vote, though. If you'd rather leave the dark cavern... No, we're drinking it. You look to the bottle in your hand and then quickly gulp down its contents. You wait several seconds for some reaction. Nothing happens. However, when you come to pick up your sword, which you had put down in order to examine the backpack, a surge of confidence runs through your body. The liquid is a potion of weapon skill, which adds 1 point to your skill. Taking the gold, when was there gold? I don't remember reading about gold. Taking the gold, you scramble up out of the earthen cavern to the path above and continue your journey northwards. You emerge from the slain stingworm's lair into sunlight. You have to stop and blink for a few moments before your vision clears and you continue on your way. At last, the trees begin to thin out and shafts of sunlight beam down through the gaps on either side of the path. As the path widens, you see a large cave entrance set a few yards back on the right. Examine the cave or continue northwards. It's either do the thing or ignore it and continue. We're doing the thing. Slowly you peer into the cave and see a huge shape of an ogre walking slowly over to a wicker cage with a bowl of water in his great hand. He is dressed in animal furs and carries a stone club in his belt. There appears to be a small creature jumping around inside the cage. What is this creature? That's not a small creature, that's like a bloody goblin or something. You may pick a rock and throw it at the ogre, rush in and attack, or leave. Rock or attack? Okay, this is fresh. Let's pick up a rock. If you possess a glove of missile dexterity, no. 10 to 10. You pick up a good-sized rock off the floor and take aim. You throw the rock with all your might at the ogre, but are dismayed to see it fly past his head and crash against the far wall of the cave. You curse, but decide nevertheless to rush into the cave and attack the ogre. You draw your sword as you enter the cave. The ogre throws down the wooden bowl and lifts the large stone club from his belt. He grunts and lopes towards you. Prepare for battle. 11. Oh, easy, easy. Look. Our skill is no match for his skill. Our skill is 13, his is 8. This is nothing. This is trivial. I feel like this is the optimum path. Wait. I'm not sure that was necessary, but one more hit. Hell yeah. If you win. As the ogre slumps to the ground, the creature in the cage jumps around even more frantically than before. Take a look at the cage or search the contents first? Let's search through the contents first. There is not much of interest to be found in the cave. A straw bed, stone jars, a table and a chair are all the things that are immediately visible, but on a stone shelf above the bed, a small silver box catches your eye. Should we open the silver box? Obviously. Oh, nose filters! Damn it! You gently prise off the leather box, but as you do so, yellow gas escapes and envelops your face. The gas is toxic, and your eyes start to water. You cough and hold your breath whilst running around the cave trying to escape from the gas cloud which envelops you. Your lungs feel as though they are bursting, and you are forced to inhale. Your skill is reduced by 2. Okay, it's back to normal now then. And your stamina... Your skill is reduced by 2, and your stamina by the amount of 1 die roll. Oh my goodness, so it went as low as possible. Oh, thank goodness. You lost 1 stamina. Are you still alive? Yes. You see the gas cloud slowly fade away, and then you put the silver box in your backpack. And what was in it? If you want to walk over to the creature, yes, then what was in the silver box? Inside the cage, a small sinewy creature with brown, scaly skin is jumping up and down. He is a goblin. He has a black shiny rod hanging on a leather cord round his neck. Ignore the creature, obviously. No, unlock the cage door. You unlock the door and step back, drawing your sword in case the goblin tries to attack you. He picks up a wooden stool and, waving in the air, kicks the door open and charges at you screaming. He has the handle. He has the handle. He has the handle. Yes. You win. Oh, you bend down over the lifeless body of the mad goblin and examine the rod around its neck. The rod is made of ebony, and there is a screw thread at one end. You are excited to see the letter G neatly inscribed at the other end of what must be the handle of the dwarvish warhammer. You've put your find in your backpack and leave the cave to continue your quest northwards. Okay, so that was the missing piece from the last run. Now we need... this was the arm wrestler that gave us... Okay, we need to meet Quinn, because he gives us the dust of levitation, and we need the dust of the file of levitation to lift the box. Here. Yes. So we need to get towards this way somehow. Walking along the path, you do not notice a rope noose hidden behind some fallen leaves ahead of you. Your foot catches in the noose and suddenly you are hauled into the air by the rope, which is tied to a sprung tree. In a second, you are hanging upside down, suspended by your trapped foot. Our luck is 9. Let's roll less than 9, please. Perfect. Lucky. Your sword remains in its scabbard, and you are able to use it to cut yourself down from the man trap. You get to your feet and curse, brushing the dirt from your clothes with your hands. You are tempted to wait around to discover who set the trap, but decide against it. You continue northwards. You notice a knotted vine hanging down to the ground from a tree on your left. You look up and see a roughly made tree house amid the branches. Should we climb up the tree? Yes. Oh, you reach the top of the vine and scramble on a wooden platform. A sheet made from leaves and ferns covers the entrance to a small covered living area. As you approach, the sheet is thrown back, and from behind it steps a large and hairy ape-like creature wearing only an animal hide loincloth. He's holding a large bone in his right hand and grunts at you. He is an ape man. You may draw your sword or jump off 5 meters. Now let's draw our sword. The ape man is very agile around the tree, and you have difficulty brandishing your sword. You lose 2 from your attack strength during each round. Okay, we have the same skill though, so it's fine. We just need to roll higher than him, which I think we did. There you go. Double 6. Nice. Nice. Couple more like that, please. There you go. It's that British ape man. One more. This is easy. This is. I feel like this is probably the fastest, easiest. We're probably going to get this done tonight. You win. You step over the body of the ape man and enter his living area. Animal bones and rotting fruit litter the floor. The ape man's bed is made of moss and lichen and seems to be crawling with bugs. You shudder and step back out onto the platform. Then you notice a copper bracelet round the ape man's wrist. If you want to put it on your own wrist, obviously, you twist the bracelet and into place onto your wrist. A powerful feeling surges through your arm and makes you jump. Your arm feels strong. You now possess a bracelet of skill, which adds 1 point to all future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat, as long as you wear it. You now climb down the vine. We're now +2. Nice. And continue northwards along the path. Soon the path leads out of the trees onto a large plain with tall grasses. Beyond it, you see rising ground and further off, some low hills. The path splits and goes in 3 directions. Ooh. Okay. How do I get back to Quinn? West, east, north. I say, if this map is accurate, let's go west. The path ends at another junction. The way south leads back to the forest, so you decide to head north. Okay. All these junctions here. Walking quickly along the path, waist-high grass, you arrive at another junction. North or west? Let's go west. I want to get to Quinn. Quinn has the... I need to get back to Quinn. I should have bookmarked it at the 8-man. From not too far ahead comes the sharp noise of barking dogs drawing nearer. Suddenly, a brown fox with eyes wide open and in fear dashes past you, running east. The frantic yelping of the dogs gets louder. Should we face the dogs or hide? Better let's hide. As you crouch down in the tall grass, you hear the sound of galloping hooves amidst the barking. Then you see the legs of 4 hounds and 1 horse race past you in a cloud of dust. The sound of the hunt quickly fades into the distance, and you step out onto the path again, wondering about the poor old fox you set off west once more. Yes! Yes! We're at the junction we need to be at. West or north? It was probably west, wasn't it? Yes! We enter the hut. We accept the challenge. We have the armband of strength. Blah 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 blah. You start to push his arm down and are amazed at your own strength. Sweat breaks out on his forehead and you can see the disbelief and pain on his face. You push harder in the force of his arm onto the table in defeat. Blah blah. The file. We have the file. We have the file. Now let's go. What's my adventure sheet? Dust of levitation. Sorry. Nice. Ignore the way south. You may go north. North or east? We went north last time. Let's go north this time. Row the wooden... This is not the way we went last time. Is it? I don't remember this. As you walk further northwards across the plain, the grass gradually becomes shorter and the ground starts to rise gently. Ahead you hear the roar of crashing water. Soon you reach the bank of a wide river split on 2 levels. To your right, the water is calm and slow moving, but in front of you it tumbles noisily down a waterfall to a gorge below, where the river narrows and runs quickly west over rocks and boulders. I think it was the other way we went. It wasn't north, was it? Steps lead down by the side of the waterfall to the bottom of the gorge, although it is difficult to see where they end because of the spray thrown up. Across the river, you see the path leading north into the distance. A small wooden boat is tied to a post to your right, where the river is calm. What do? Should we do another poll? Let's do another poll, because I'm at a 50-50. So I'm not sure what to do. So I'm gonna give it back to you. What do we walk down or rowboat? Twitch chat, you've got 1 minute to decide. Had another bout of with the kid. Have we died yet? Yes, we have died. We died. We got all the way to the end. We found the head, the hammer head of the hammer, and then we got all the way to Stonebridge, and we didn't have the hilt, so we decided we were able to circle back round to go to the start, but we got ambushed instantly and got peppered with arrows, so we died and started again, and we've gone a different route this time, and we've found the hilt. So now we have to go back on track to find the hammer head, and then we'll be right. And then we'll be right. But what does Twitch chat say? 4 voters? My goodness. If there's 4 of you voting, I'll bring the votes back then. 4 people say row the boat. You untie the boat. I didn't think this was going to be a new branch. I thought we were going to repeat what we already did, but obviously the map doesn't quite truly reflect, because the way was either, oh gosh, I'm way up here, the way was north or west, and I chose north, and it went here, and now I'm here. I thought north was going to be vultures next. I wanted to go the vultures path next, which is obviously the wrong way than what we did last time. You untie the boat and start to row across the river to the far bank. You are about halfway when you notice that the bottom of the boat is beginning to fill with water. Leaks appear everywhere. The boat is rotten and starts to sink. You grab your positions and swim across to the other side. You climb out of the river and are dismayed to see that your remaining provisions, if you have any, have dissolved in water. Gosh. It is getting dark as night closes in, and you decide to camp behind some rocks to the right of the path. You build a large fire and settle down to sleep. Oh, is this the same place? Vampire bats. Yes. No, it's okay. It's okay. We just skipped a bunch of stuff. No, that's excellent. This was a time-saving one. Oh. It was meant to be vampire bats. Okay, we're not on track. You have been asleep for about an hour when the noise of deep growling wakes you up. You stand up without making a noise and grab your sword. You wait and listen. There is a full moon in the sky, and the light casts eerie shadows all around. You hear soft footsteps and sniffing, followed by another low growl. Then, a shape which looks like a man steps out of the shadows to your right. As he gets closer, you see that in his chest, arms and face are covered with thick brown hair and long teeth protrude from his mouth. He is a werewolf and you must fight. Piece of piss. Easy. Easy. Some of these books are quite hard. This one, dare I say it, is quite easy. Lad needs a trim. Holy shit, did you see his pubes? There you go. Yeah, werewolf. You are triumphant. If the werewolf wounded you during combat... Ooh! If he wounded you... It's not if he killed you, it's if he wounded you. That might have been the end of the adventure. My goodness. If you did not receive any wounds, you gain 1 luck point. Not yet though. Yeah, now we do it. Eventually, you manage to get back to sleep, but have a restless night. In the morning, you collect your belongings and head north along the path into the hills. Where are we? I need the Wild Hill Man because that has the key. Oh no, do I? I don't think I need their key. I think their key opens the Earth Elemental hut by a pond. I think. Or was it the actual place that I need? Was it the small stone building with the hammerhead, or was it just the hut by a pond? I can't remember. I'm going to bookmark it here. Your position has been saved. To reload this position, just tap the bookmark button from the menu of the screen. Okay. The ground is quite steep as the path winds its way into the hills, I think. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around in the distance, you see the dark green circle of Darkwood Forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grasses behind you, but ahead you see a valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. As you start down the far side, you see a junction in the path. Continue north or east along a new path. I think we're doing north down the hill. The path runs through a narrow gorge between 2 hills. You feel vulnerable and draw your sword, expecting to be ambushed at any moment. Unfortunately, because you are concentrating on watching the sides of the gorge, you do not see a small patch of leaves and branches on the path ahead. Your foot goes right through the thin covering of a trap, and you plunge 4 meters to the bottom of a rocky pit. To add to your misfortune, a wooden stake with a sharp tip points out of the center of the pit. Test your luck. You have 9 luck. Nope. Yes. You are lucky. You manage to avoid landing on the wooden stake, but fall heavily to the floor, losing 2 stamina points in the process. Oh, ads. I'll tell you what. Ads. Hang on. Ads. So what I'll do, I'll be right back, okay? Enjoy the ads. And I'll be back. Oh, I haven't seen an ad on Twitch in ages. Block 'em and sock 'em. I think we're back now. Thank you for that, everybody.
Hi, it's the baddest bitch with the hugest dick, Aphrodite Shaz, and you're watching BIM.
If you're still alive, turn to 319. Do you possess boots of leaping? I absolutely do. The pit is circular, with smooth sides, and you're weak from your fall. You reach into your backpack and pull out the brown leather boots. They are very light on your feet. You crouch down, and in one mighty leap, you are out of the pit. You dust yourself down, and continue to your walk north down the gorge. I wanted to kill the wildman. I'm heading out for a coffee with my sister shortly. Will you have a lovely time, Mr. Spud? You have a lovely time. I don't think the wild hillmen were necessary. I think they were just the earth elemental, the vase, if you remember it. I'm hoping so. I'm trying to get back on track. I don't want this parallel trip. I'm desperately trying to get back. Oh, baby Bim has just called out. Let's give it a second. Bim. Oh, she's sitting up actually. Oh, no, she's back down. We didn't in this playthrough, but I have come across the boots of blinding speed in the past, and that is hilarious. I love it. It's it gives you like plus 100 speed, but your screen goes black because it's blinding speed. It's hilarious. Okay. I'm just looking at Baby Bim. She's not settling down. Maybe I need to... Okay, everybody, I do apologize. We'll get through this. We will get through this. But right now, I have to go and feed my... This is 200 speed and 100% blind. I have to go feed my child. I'll go to her, sorry. I'll be as quick as I can, but we are finishing this book, okay? 2 seconds. Sorry, everyone. Okay, I do apologize. We are back. We are back. Sorry about the interruption there. Time to head out for some essential shopping, Mountain Dew and maybe food. Catch you later, Bim. Thank you, Eno, for stopping by. Spud Boy, see you next time. Take care. Spud Boy, we see you lurking and back. Hope for your coffee with your sister is as epic as this adventure is. Let's lock in. Right. Sword in the stone. Continuing down the gorge, you see the handle of a sword sticking out of large rocks by the side of the path. If you wish to try and pull the sword free, yes, you take hold of the sword and place your foot against the rock, firming your stance before you begin to pull. Equal or less than your skill score. Our skill is 9 plus 2. I pass the skill check. The sword slowly slides out of the rock. The sword is magnificent and is obviously made by a master craftsman. It feels powerful in your hand. You gain 2 points on top of your current skill. Look, we're now plus 3. When using your enchanted sword, cutting your new weapon through the air, you set off north down the gorge. Have I gone? Yes! Look! We're back. I'm going to bookmark it here. Delete bookmark. Yes, delete. Bookmark. Between the hills, flat greens, and Darkwood Forest. Stonebridge, your journey's end. Is it west or east? Oh, the stone small building. West or east? Was it west? It was. Investigate the hut. Casually geeking, just stealing random swords people have left parked in rocks. Yeah, CG, how are you? So last time we dropped the vase on the ground, but we didn't have a potion of stillness. So let's do that again. Drop the vase. Oh, if you're still alive, potion of stillness. You reach quickly into your backpack and pull out the small corked bottle containing the potion. You gulp down the liquid. Calm spreads through your body despite the chaos all around you. Suddenly, the hut collapses and crashes to the ground. You decide it is time to get out of this place and run back to the path. You gain 1 luck point. Oh, I was hoping something better than that. Perhaps you were supposed to reach your hand in. As you walk across the valley, you see the dark green wall of Darkwood Forest looming up before you. The path leads directly into the thick undergrowth. East or continue north? Did we continue north to the small stone building? Let's have a look. Yes, we did. Examine the building. We don't have the silver key. We gone wrong. Oh, we did need the silver key. The silver key was given to us by the Wild Hillmen. So there's something we need to do around here. Oh no, we fucked this up. We're gonna have to start again because we need the small silver key dropped by the Wild Hillmen to enter this, because this is where the helmet is. We have to charge down the. Okay. If you're lucky, the door flies open. We need to roll underneath we need to roll 9 or under. Oh, thank fuck for that. The door flies open. Oh, fantastic. Good, thanks. Saw a heron. Had to sneak through a gang of 5 sleeping swans blocking the path, and followed an otter for a bit. It was a good walk today. That sounds fantastic. That's the most English route you could walk, I think. We're going to descend the stairs. We're going to light the candle. We're going to lift the stone slab. We can't, but we have the dust of levitation. We do possess holy water. We're going to turn to 112. Hang on. Did we Warhammer handle? Warhammer head. Yes. Continuing east. Old bones. Last time we did look at the old bones and killed the wyvern. Let me bookmark it here. But maybe we don't have to. What did we get from the wyvern? Let's just hurry north. Yes. We missed the wyvern. We didn't need the wyvern. We're going to attack. We're going to spit on the ground and attack the 5 fighters. Here we go. Yes. Yes. We got like plus, I don't know what our plus is. 7. We've got plus 12 set, or what is it? We got 12 skill. Yes, 9 plus 3. Oh, we're triumphant. Here we go. The next 2 bandits. Come on, we got this. We're going to do this in 2 tries. That's fantastic. Perfect. And again, our skill is so high, we don't even need to worry about all this. Perfect. I've just thought, is my camera better off here and chat? Is this more out of the way? You tell me. Is that better there? Can you see everything a bit better now? Hey, there you go. Last time, snake eyes. Perfect. Now the next 2. Easy stuff. Easy. Maybe not that one, but this one was easy. Last bandit, and then we've what? Are we going to win the game here? Ooh, that's better. Last roll. Is that good enough? Yes, it is. We are triumphant. Search the clothing, nothing. 2 gold pieces, which you put in your backpack. You set off north. Again, along the path, and soon notice the trees beginning to thin out on either side of the path. Eventually, the path leads out of the trees into a ploughed field. You are out of Darkwood Forest. I'm going to say yes, assuming the book always looks like a book with a centerfold. The path leads through the field to a stone bridge over a clear stream. Beyond the bridge are the small cottages and wooden huts of a village. The sign on the bridge reads Stone Bridge. Do you have the hammerhead and handle with the letter G inscribed in them? Yes. You walk up to the old dwarves and ask them to take you to Gillibrand. They eye you suspiciously, but agree to do so, commenting on your wounds and torn clothing. You got those in Darkwood Forest, I presume, says one of the dwarves, pointing at various gashes on your body with his long clay pipe. Some people never learn. Adventurers are all the same. I can't see the sense in it myself. You walk through the village behind the 2 dwarves and are aware of many dwarvish folk watching you. They begin to follow you, and a procession builds up behind. There are lots of mutterings and whisperings among the crowd of dwarves, and expectant looks show on their faces. Soon you arrive at the foot of stone steps leading up to a stone building. Outside the building, on an ornate wooden throne, sits a small old man with a long beard. He is wearing a crown, but looks miserable and holds his head in his hands. You run up the steps, taking the hammerhead and handle from your backpack. At the sight of them, the old dwarf's eyes light up, and he jumps to his feet. Taking them eagerly from you, he starts to shout, my hammer, we are saved. Now, my people, we are ready to fight the trolls." The whole crowd erupts into cheering, waving their axes and swords in the air. You tell Gillibrand of Big Leg's misfortune and why you decided to continue his quest, and of all the monsters you have encountered on your way. Gillibrand listens and frowns at the news of Big Leg, his faithful servant. Then he opens a drawer at the base of the throne and reaches into it, pulling out a small silver box and a golden winged helmet, and hands them to you. The helmet is worth hundreds of gold pieces, and you proudly place it on your head. A great roar of approval comes from the crowd. You open the silver box and find dozens of jewels and gems. You put these in your backpack and wave to the happy dwarves of Stonebridge. Your quest is over, and you are now wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. The end. We have never finished a book in one stream before. And you know what? This is perfect timing because Baby Bim's woken up and she's right next to me now. Hello, Baby Bim. We'll say hello? No. Okay, you stay. Can you stay there, darling? Because I don't want you on camera. Thank you, chicken. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for today's stream. That's it for now. I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. I don't know what we're gonna. I thought this would last 2 streams, to be honest, so I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. But let's find a friend and we'll raid out. Who is on? Who is on? Cheerio! Thank you, CG, for popping in. I'm glad to have seen you today. Let's raid. I know who we're gonna raid. No, stay there, darling. Stay there. Let's raid someone who I don't think I've managed to raid before. Mr. Shack. What was that? Raid Mr. Shack. I know he's a croissant, isn't he? That's a croissant.
That's a rabbit.
A rabbit? No, it's a croissant.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Okay. Thank you.
Brown rabbit and a croissant.
Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, the raid message, if you're a sub, is you've been raided. One second, chicken, I love you. That's if you're a sub, and this is if you're not a sub. I'm joking, it's the same. Say hello, and I'm gonna go to bed now with Baby Bim. What are you doing awake? Cheeky monkey. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Maybe reading another book. Who knows? Chicken, you stay there because I don't want you on camera. There are bad people around. Love you. Alright, everybody, I'm going to go now. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.